hello! I am the Chris who plays games. Welcome to the stream. This music is maybe a little loud. I'm gonna figure out how to fix that. One, I'm gonna do that, and two, I'm gonna do this, and two, that, because I am bad streamer and cannot even open a browser without crashing it. What the fuck, eh? What the fuck, eh? My browser's dead. Dead. Why are you dead, browser? Don't be dead. Okay, we're not gonna do that browser. We're gonna do this browser, and we're gonna see how it goes. Let's go, let's go. Anyway, welcome to the stream, everybody. I'm the Chris who plays games, playing retro games every Monday at 9:15, whatever I feel like every Friday at 9:15. Hello, Miss Painstakingly Played, and sup, Tacy. Yes, I do. Hello, Yugi, and Brad Pritchard, my favorite Brad of all the Brads. All right, so I gotta put this thing over here. And it's gonna make some noise, and I can come up with this thing here. That's better. My slander against algorithms. I didn't even slander algorithms yet. That's what the CPG Rant of the evening is for. So you got a little while that you're gonna have to deal with it yet. Why is this like? Go away. There we go. That's better. Okay. Hello, James Holder and Leif the Revenite. I am the Chris who plays games. My glasses are not on my nose. Oh, okay, yes. I have libelized algorithms in my description / title. This is true. And I think I actually put it in the description, just the title. So yeah, the CPG Rants of the evening, I got to like 6 minutes and I was like, oh, this is gonna be kind of short. And then I got to the end of my script and I just kept talking for like another 4.5 minutes. So it's actually going to be long and you'll all get bored and that's okay. But I actually do feel very emotional about it. So that's just something you're going to have to deal with. Tonight we are playing Shovel Knight. I have not played Shovel Knight in a dog's age. And so we are playing that tonight. We are specifically going to play the Specter of Torment DLC, where as you play a Specter Knight. Am I going to drink this stream? No, I have no alcohol. Algorithms save lives. Algorithms cost lives, Brad. Algorithms destroy lives. For some, freedom is a far-gone memory. Specter Knight, servant to the Enchantress, has been given a harrowing task. He must recruit a group of knights and form an invincible order. Hello, Dennis Soy! With each member gathered, a treasured name's keepsake grows in power. An artifact that can restore his humanity, but only when his task is complete. Now he leaves the confines of the Tower of Fate. It's time for the Reaper to pursue his quarry. No, she's saying that you'll enjoy the way that she's going to give out money. The Reaper cometh. Haha. Okay. So, yeah, so Shovel Knight was actually the first non-retro game I played on stream. It dates back to the very early days of the channel back in January of 2016. It is actually the reason why I stream on Friday nights, is because I got pushback from people who didn't want me to play modern games on Monday nights. So here we are playing 18 months later. Who would have thunk that I would be continuing to stream this long? So. But yes, Mrs. CPG has a plan. The plan is that she would like to give away money to hurricane relief, and in order to do so, she is encouraging people to play Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So anyone who plays Grand Theft Auto Vice City on stream for 2 hours in the next 10 days or so can be part of this. You just have to play Grand Theft Auto Vice City for 2 hours. At 2 hours, you record your progress in the stream by, you know, pressing pause and showing the progress meter, and whoever proceeds the farthest will get $100 to themselves and $250 to their preferred hurricane charity. Oh, I don't want to destroy that. So yeah, if you are at all interested in playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City, just play it for 2 hours, or less, I guess, show your progress in your stream. And as soon as you show your progress in your stream, whoever the top 3 people who do that and then submit their URLs will be eligible for fun and games and prizes. Oh god. Damn it. That did not go well. Yes, second and third prizes for people who do not do as well, and an honorable mention for doing something cool in the process. Are we fighting a dragon? I didn't even notice. Oh, a dragon in the game. Yeah, okay. Alright, dragon. Ah! But yes, hello Brad and Cowdizzle and Van Helsing. It is. I'd say Vice City is retro. Not super retro, but, you know, a little. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with these red skull things, but... So one thing that Jess always makes fun of me for is the fact that I am very narcissistic. I like attention. Jess has a similar and related problem. She is a big fan of reassurance. So whenever she does something that you have to, I'm not gonna beat this in like 30 minutes. You have to tell her it's a good idea. So everyone tell Jess that she has a good idea. Good idea, Jess. There we go. That's all. I'm done. Sorry, I shouldn't be mean. Unfortunately, Mrs. CPG sliced her hand open with scissors yesterday and needed to go to the hospital and get 4 stitches, which sucks. Oh, I destroyed a thing. How much does it get there? Okay, I can jump. Ha! I got 200 thingies. There you go. I would say that you are definitely paying more attention to me, Van Helsing, but you know, you don't have to make her feel bad by letting her know that. All right, got my skull. I mean, CPG is actually not all that entertaining, so you know. All right, I have gotten more will. I guess will is like life. So I have 5 life now. Oh god. Alright. So, Specter Knight, unlike Shovel Knight, can climb walls, which is pretty cool. He also has the ability to do these kind of like, anything that's out there gets these little like red flame things that you can attach yourself to. So you can do like jumps like this. I don't know, like Shovel Knight was a much more simple playstyle, so it'll be interesting to see how this kind of plays out. Oh god, see, like something like that. I just sliced myself into the pit. Good. Hello, Nico Streams. Welcome to the stream. Stop using Opera, Jess. Use Chrome, then it won't buffer. Although I'm surprised if our Opera fixes didn't go out yet, if they didn't. That seems weird to me. Or maybe you aren't using Chrome and my advice is bad. I'm only avoiding the ones that are hard to reach. God damn it. Like, that one I have to... Oh god. I don't know what the red skulls do, so, like, I feel unmotivated to pick up things that require red skulls, so... Chris, GC8... There we go. So yeah, I just like the red skulls are just a number, and I don't really care about numbers until I figure out what they're for. So you gotta take a breath, Jess. It's all right. It's all right. Oh no! Okay. There we go. I don't care about my money. Just get me out of there. Never played Grand Theft Auto Vice City? Well, now you know that you've got to. You got the motivation, and it's a cool game. I will be doing my Grand Theft Auto Vice City play on Monday. I've actually been meaning to play it for a while. It does have the problem that, you know, like many games that have talking in them, it does have the problem that I will talk over too many of the cutscenes, but what can you do? Alright, I'm gonna go this way. Oh, this seems scary. Alright. Give me something good. No, that wasn't that great. It wasn't terrible, but yeah. So like, what is this red skull for? It's just a currency token. It's something else. Who knows? I lost things. It is for PS2, and yeah, my plan would be to emulate it. You can also get it on Steam, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, that was one thing that also that occurred to me, Jess, is like, does platform matter to you? Which I would suggest the answer should be no. You know, you can play it on whatever platform you want, whether that's an emulator or whatever else. You can play it on iPad if you wanted. iPad, Android. I think it would be hard to get like a speedrun record on iPad, but it's possible. Dennis Soy, I'm not going to answer that question because your presumption there is asked in bad faith. You gotta try again if you want to. If you want actual engagement on this topic, you gotta try again. Why has YouTube become so shitty is starting from a position of like assuming bad intent, and I'm tired of answering questions from people who are assuming bad intent from YouTube. Like, we're all a bunch of, like, idiots who've never thought about the fact that things might not be perfect before. But yeah, Brad, it is not my opinion that algorithms are bad. It is my opinion that, like, applying algorithms without using human thought or intervention is oftentimes overdone. I think people don't use enough critical thought in their usage of computer algorithms. Hello, disguise following Specter Knight. Fool! I've come here for you. You will kneel before me, bow before the Enchantress, and join her order. Your cutting words are no match for my cutting blows. I'll teach you a lesson in humility. Oh god, this seems bad. Come, Terrorpin, my shielded steed. Wow. He rides like a weird rhinoceros turtle. Alright, Black Knight. The Black Knight always triumphs! Oh god. That's right, go ahead and laugh. Oh god. Ow! Boom shakalaka! Ha! 50K. Hello, Celso Louise. Good to see you. Good to see you. That fighting style, could it be Donovan? But you were claimed by the tower. The tower grows in power each moment. Tower power. The Enchantress has plans for you and will grant you what you desire. I won't be led astray. You standing before me means there's hope for the one I seek. Shield Knight. I'm glad you are safe, Donovan, but keep your distance. The Donovan I knew would surely know better than to pursue me further. I mean, it's the first boss fight. If the first boss fight wasn't easy for me, then I would be in a lot of trouble for the next 7. Plus the boss rush, plus everything else, so... Alright. What are we doing now? Oh god. Hello, Enchantress. So, you've returned. I assume Black Knight has joined our ranks? Neither word nor sight had any effect. The fool persists in some fruitless quest. Indeed, it seems I am dealing only with fools here. Was I a fool to trust you? Tarry here no longer, and for your sake pray that the others are less obstinate. Bring the knights immediately. Hello, Zyber! This is a Steam game. So Shovel Knight was released in 2014. This is the second DLC. So there's 2 DLCs. The Plague Knight DLC and the Specter Knight DLC. This is the latter. Specter Knight is a kind of wall jump based. Plague Knight was more, what is it? Like combo based. Both are free / included with your Shovel Knight purchase, so there's no extra fee for downloading it. And there's another one coming out soon, like a Treasure Knight or something that's going to come out as well. But yeah, so Mrs. CPG is doing a, oh, I don't know what these things are. Okay. So my guess is that I can talk to some of these people, but I don't seem to be able to engage any of them. Hello? Okay. Yeah, so I guess this is kind of like my house. I feel like there's a control button I'm missing. Is there like a talk button? Oh, up. There we go. Okay. Cross through it and you'll reach your target in a moment. Should I prepare the magic mirror? Yeah, sure. We will go fight Polar Knight. Yes. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house. Something, something in the wheat. Yeah, so Mrs. CPG is doing a giveaway. Giveaway. She is giving away money. So if you play Grand Theft Auto Vice City for 2 hours between now and December 26th, whoever does that and gets the farthest within 2 hours will be eligible for $100 into their pocket and $250 to their preferred hurricane relief charity. So if you are at all interested in playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City, you can check that out. There's details on the YouTube Gaming subreddit and also linked in my pinned tweet. So I would recommend checking that out if you are a streamer and are interested at all in games like that. It could be something to check out and get yourself some cash. I mean, you can always emulate it on PS2. Like, just install a PlayStation emulator and emulate it. Alternatively, you could, you know, buy it. I think it's on Steam, it's on, like, a bunch of stores and other stuff like that, so... I realized that, like, buying it is not always what you want to do, and especially if you're broke, it sucks to buy something if you're not going to necessarily win, but... Oh god. Ah! Vice City is what I call Brad when we're alone. Welcome gaming lawyer. Welcome gaming lawyer. King of the Roost. Talons of Justice, my friend. Can I fire a YouTube question to me? You can fire any YouTube question in good faith my way. I'm always happy to- Oh god! I'm always happy to have questions asked in good faith, and I have no fear here. Hunger for alone time with a lawyer. But yeah, so if you have a YouTube question, feel free to ask. So if we want a little bit of alone time with lawyer, of course, there is a lawyer that we all know and love, and that is Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk. Why is this not... Oh, why did clicking... There we go. Because my hard drive had to spin up.
Brian Wilson, Texas Law Hawk! Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk! Challenge of justice! Due process! Do wheelies! It's hot out here! Brian Wilson! El Halcon de la Ley! Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk!
Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk, friend of us all, here to protect us from the forces of DUI police. Okay. I'm gonna use this platform of rainbowness to attack you. Uh-oh, I'm short on will. Oh god! Better run. There we go. Well done, me. And full life. Excellent. Is El Halcon de la Ley sort of like Lana Del Rey? I don't think so. I think those are two different things. Because la ley means the law. But yes, not exactly the same thing. I disagree. Slightly different. Hello, Matus! Oh no! Hang loose with Matus. Woo! That was close. Caw! Oh god. Don't shoot me. You did not listen to me. I said do not shoot me. And here you are, shooting me like a Shooty McShooterson. YouTube wouldn't get involved in that. No, I mean that makes you a terrible human being, but being a terrible human being is sadly not a violation of the YouTube terms of service. Despite my opinion that I wish it could be, I have not yet figured out how you would apply such a thing in any meaningful way. Alright, let's take my ice skateboard onto here. My face was not rammed directly into that spear. I disconcur. Oh boy. And so what if it was? Well, that did not go well. No, painstakingly played. He's talking about someone else, not you. Hey, look, if I want to fall in pits, that's entirely up to me. Yeah, it's entirely up to the donors. And like now, if they had given money through like PayPal or something, and wanted to try and treat it as a dispute with whoever they gave money through, like I would say that there's some chance that could be effective, but all right, this is not working so well. Let's not keep failing. How about that? I'm a screw up. Gotcha. Yeah. So like I would say that if I gave money to someone and they told me they were going to donate it to charity and then they didn't, I would definitely be considering whether I had any recourse with the payment processor. I feel like that would be the best recourse the best chance I would have. See you later, Leif. Oh god. Alright. Okay, so I have to go here, and then to the far side here, and then jump! Excellent. Woo! I like that. Woo. unicorn animojis. Ugh. Animojis. Emojis should not be animated. Then again, there shouldn't be emojis, so what do I know? Then again, I'm really looking forward to my emojis, so I am not one to speak. I am excite I am. You think I'd like dead cells? I am not wrong, Jose. You are incorrect. I mean, it is okay for you to be wrong. Ooh-ah! That's right. I'll just slice right through you. Oh god. Slice right through you. Aha! But how will you send it to me? Probably won't work on any platform that we share communications on. Oh god. Wow. Hi. I don't really like these spike things. Alright. There we go. No spikes. Better figure it out soon, ArcDK. You're gonna be emoji-less when sponsorships launches. Activate iMessages? That does not sound like a good plan for me. I don't think there's any good in that for me. Oops. I don't know what that purple thing was, but I got it anyway. I don't know if I'm supposed to go down here or not. I think so. Okay. Ow! Get out of here. I don't like you. Boom, shakalaka. Wah! Skateboarding my way through the level. This level's fun. I'm sure later I'll find out that I'm like missing some crucial piece by just like zooming through it. That's what I found out in like the original Shovel Knight, is that all of these levels had like secret areas that had extra items in it I should have picked up and I never did. Is there good in the world? There is good in the world, Barbara! There is tons of good in the world. One of the good things in the world is, oh, your reputation precedes you, Polar Knight. The glory of battle awaits you in the Enchantress's new order. Not much for word. Is there nothing you desire? My master is willing to make it worth your time. So a good thing in the world is this like ultra low latency stuff allows me to talk to you with massive speed and awesomeness. Like overall is probably one of the most successful launches I've been part of while working at YouTube. And like it really came out well. Which is great because I was like really freaked out about it. I was scared it was going to be, you know, difficult because I know, as always, I know all the bad things that happen and never the good things. It's so easy to get caught up in all the bad that we see, you know, working at YouTube and things being slower than we want or not being as effective as we want or other things like that. And, you know, it's god damn it. Spikes, on the other hand, not a good thing in the world. Yeah, Mrs. CPG is doing a $1,000 giveaway to YouTube streamers and to charity on behalf of Hurricane Relief. So all you have to do is play Grand Theft Auto Vice City anytime between now and September 26th, and you could win up to $250 for charity and $100 for yourself by streaming on YouTube Gaming. You know, we've got tons of cool stuff coming. We got good stuff in the world when, you know, people are reaching out and doing awesome things for others in all of the kinds of places. Grand Theft Auto Vice City compared to GTA 5 is a very different piece, but the answer to the question is that Grand Theft Auto Vice City takes place in Miami, one of the cities that is significantly affected by the hurricane in Florida. There's really no other games in Florida. I mean, maybe they are. Jim Francis, the topic tonight is whatever we feel like talking about. I guess technically in the title I put like algorithms suck or something along those lines, but that's what the CPG rant is about and not, you know, what we're talking about at the moment. You might not. You might be surprised. Okay, I need to use some curios. Who are you? These creatures are gathering around a vessel marked with a cloak. Perhaps I'll make an offering. Sure, let's offer some gold. Okay, I need to give it more, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Red skull. Okay, so I can buy curios with my skulls. So I will buy this curio. Wait, I don't have a scythe? Oh, okay. So they're trying to teach me how to use my new weapon. I see. Oh, okay, so now the purple stuff is what I use to throw my boomerang. Alright, gotcha. Away we go! Okay, so now I have a thing. Cool. I like the idea of a will skull. That's right, CPG hat. No CPG hat yet, but... Alright. Clutch this skull to regain will. Alright, life is full. Ow. I don't have it. I've never used Google Duo, so I don't know. Oh, that's right. Also, look, Barb, there's good things in the world because I have 250 monkey stickers. And they look like this. So yes, if you like monkeys, this is a good thing. Come by my house. Anyone who wants to, here's some monkey stickers. You can come by my house and get some. That's right. Monetizing the work. I'm not monetizing this. This is all. This wasn't even bought off Redbubble. I just ordered these from Make Stickers. I like my emoji. They're in my Discord. I've only got I only have 10 sponsors, so I'm only gonna get 3 emoji, and 3 emoji is not enough to, I don't have, one for every emotion. Stats got, 17 for, when he wins, and when he loses, and when he dies. So I've just got, I literally, I have this guy, and I have an NES controller, and I have a hat. And I feel like those are just gonna have to do for now. And then I'm gonna see, as I expand, okay, do people use these for what they're intended for? Is there an intent? How are people gonna use them? So, yeah. Are you sure? Yes. What is this? This Kira is well guarded. Let's do the thing. Okay. Throw a scythe which climbs over obstacles. Boom! Like that, guy. Oh god. Ah! No! God damn it. I probably should have thrown my scythe at some point in there. That was stupid. That's right. Yeah, so I've got a hat and an NES sticker, or and an NES and a hat, NES, and monkey. I feel like the monkey is a good fit for YouTube related stuff, hey YouTube, why are you buffering, monkey, etc. YouTube releases things all the time. Alright, so now I have spent all of my skulls. Wisp chests, I don't have anything there. Sure. Yes. Alright, now I've got more Wisp. And when I die, I won't have as much gold stuff there. Yeah, because you want to spend your gold when you're here. I feel like if I fill this up, it's going to do something useful for me. Hello! We are Manny. We like your gold. We like your cloak. We cloak you in darkness. Okay. An advanced cloak. Pull down while landing. Oh, I don't have that much gold. Okay, I can't buy anything. Okay, so this guy's gonna sell me cloaks, but I have spent all my gold, so I can't do that for now. So I will just go to the portal and do things. What's 9 times F? 75. Okay, so I cleared the stranded ship. I cleared the plains. Let's go fight Mole Knight. Yes. We don't announce the schedule. Our what businesses are? Well, listen. We've come for the inn at the Prancing Pony. Our business is our own. Our schedule is our own. I mean, the reality is that there's a difference between like. But the big difference is, of course, that you know, the reason that YouTube tells you to schedule things is that as a live streamer, especially, your goal is to get all the people here at the same time. And since, you know, YouTube in general, our goal is not actually necessarily to have everyone know about something at the same time, because honestly, if people all learned about things that we were doing at exactly the same time, it gets really, really hard to do, like, to answer questions. Like, it's a huge load. And so, like, in almost all of our launches, there is some component that is, like, launched early, like some announcement that we'll do, followed by, you know, a press release that comes later, or we'll do, you know, we'll play it by ear and do, like, a soft launch so that we can get things out, and so on and so forth. The iPhone X being $100, like, I don't have a strong opinion on it. It's, I know that a lot of people, I wouldn't buy that. Like, I bought an iPhone SE because I wanted a cheap phone. I really like the price of the Nexus 5. I was really disappointed that, like, the 6 and the Pixel and everything else like that are these massively expensive devices. I like the idea that I can just, like, you know, yeah, okay, I spent $300 on a phone. I don't want to throw it away, like, the second it goes bad, but I also don't have to feel, like, trapped if it's something that is not, you know, whatever. I meant to say 1,000, whatever. So I don't know how well faces work in general, Barb. Like, I've seen, like, I'm actually impressed with how well, like, these little, like, icons with the text on them work for Julie and Stat and whatever, but I still feel like faces are just a lot. Like, I was really actually happy with how well the CPG hat worked out. Like, you can see it on my Discord. If you do CPG hat, CPG NES, and CPG monkey, you can see how they worked out, and I'm pretty happy with that. But, like, faces is just, like, a totally different... Oh, god damn it! Those green things bounce me back when I hit them, so... I mean, I guess all emojis are basically, like, faces, right? Like, I deal with that all the time, but, I don't know. Like, I pretend that you can't have emojis that are faces, and then, obviously, like, my emojis are faces. You alright? Kind of thumped.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, you alright? Okay.
So you've...
I don't know if I offered. I said anyone who comes to my house can have stickers. The image has to be less than 1 megabyte, and it should be at least 48 by 48 pixels. I don't think there's an upper bound, but...
Deliver those stickers to Barbara. I have to put you on a cross-country flight myself.
But I am not going to California anytime soon. Oh, max is 40 by 480. There you go. I love you. Okay, apparently I have to fly to California tomorrow, which is interesting because I'm supposed to go visit my daughter at her new house. But, whatever. Well, Jess just said I have to deliver these stickers to you in person. So I guess regardless of what my opinion is on whether I'm coming to visit you, I'm now coming to visit you. So, I was actually thinking of doing a visit in October because there's a like what are they called? A product forums meetup, a community people meetup. So I was thinking about coming out there for that, but there's one in London next week, but it's just his birthday, and so as much as I really, really want to see the London office, I decided that going there during Jess's birthday would not be okay. I've missed her birthday a couple times for work stuff over the years, but for a non-essential work thing, it's not the right thing to do. Okay, go away, Fire. I don't like you. Mixer, the dating app for gamers. Jose.bean. Oh god. I don't care about you. Whoa. Okay, Bug. Sounds good. Oh god. Oh shit. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. I mean, I don't think Mixer is sad. I think Mixer is just like, it is an interesting tool with a very, like, kind of niche-y focus, right? So their desire is not to be the biggest streaming service. Their desire is to create the best service for people doing interactive streams. And I mean, I don't know if they're going to succeed in that, but it does mean that like biggest stream or most concurrence or other things like that is never going to be their goal, because if your goal is interactivity, there is a limit to the points at which interactivity can continue to be like effective. You know, it is much harder to interact with the chat if you have, you know, 1,000 people watching. It is much harder to, you know, do a lot of these other things when you have these massive, you know, streams and communities and everything else like that. So I think that, you know, a lot of people look at Beam and are like, oh, like it's not the biggest thing out there. It's not growing as fast as, you know, YouTube or Twitch or whatever thing I think it should be. But I think you do have to, like, you know, keep in mind, like, is that actually their goal? Is that the thing that they want to do? And I don't always know. I'm not sure that that's what they want to do. I mean, I don't think so either, but I think that there's a difference between 10 and 10,000, and I'm not convinced that they are targeting 10,000. Like, I don't know whether they are targeting, like, you know, 1,000, like, 10,000 streams of 10, or 10 streams of 10,000. Which one do you think they would rather? Because their creator definitely seems like he's targeting the, like, 10,000 of 10. Oh, that's a pit? God damn it. No problem, Logan Pauler. Well, I mean, that's the problem with anything that gets larger, RTK, right? Like, you know, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I really like this service. And it's like, yeah, well, I mean, that's cool. And they're so responsive and they're so everything else like that. And all of that's great. And I love that, but I oftentimes think that it's like, but does that scale? And I felt the same way about, like, VidMe when I first looked at it. I was like, you know, you've got a bunch of, like, rules and community guidelines here that just won't survive, like, first contact with the enemy. Like, how do you plan to deal with, like, how can you have a terms of service that makes it explicitly, like, difficult for you to follow the DMCA? Like, that's not a practical approach. You've got to be smarter than that. And so I see these services a lot that are like, you know, I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but it feels like you haven't put the first bit of thought into it. And I think, you know, Beam and small startups are always going to be more able to react and, you know, be responsive and kind of maintain a community than bigger things. It's actually one of the things that, although I know, you know, YouTube's community management leaves much to be desired at times, I also know that it's still actually impressive how much, you know, we managed to do and get out there. I think the fact that, you know, especially for YouTube gaming, that we've been able to, like, you know, have the YouTube gaming subreddit, that we've been able to kind of, you know, change a little bit of the rules around how we communicate with the community and everything else like that has been awesome. And it's, you know, never as much as you want, but it's nice that we're able to do that, even though I work for a company that employs, you know, I don't know, 75,000 people or something like that. It's crazy. The connection stuff is much more, like, speaking as someone who works on internet stuff, I think a lot of that is much more individual, but... CPG Shifty Eyes. Oh god. CPG dead. I feel like that would be one that would get usage in pretty much every game I play. You dead. Oh god, Mole, get out of here. CPG Wink is blocked by automod. God damn. Guess that's not gonna work out so well. So why are you not a mod? Oh no, you're not a mod. I know why you're not a mod. Because I removed people and I'm adding them back as they do things that they need to be a mod for. What is automod? I am hide comments from moderators. Hide, what is it? Hold on, I'll look it up. I gotta use the official name because I got an official person here, right? Community settings, there we go. No, it's not called automod. Automod is Twitch's feature. What is automod? I am hold potentially inappropriate chat messages for review. There you go. That's what we got. Homer. Who is Homer? Yes. This the one? Yes. Guy Incognito is the relevant meme. Homer? Who is Homer? I am Guy Incognito. Automod? Who is Automod? I am hold potentially inappropriate chat messages for review. Turn Bernard on. Okay, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm supposed to bounce off of this, and then 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 off of this. Okay. That seemed like a kind of difficult way to achieve that problem, but so it goes. Turn Bernard on. That's what I do every time I play. Oh god! Oh no! Don't fall in the pit! Okay. Can I walk across this bridge? I have no idea. Yes. Appears I can. I mean, we made a big flashy post about it. We just included it in 17 others. And this is one of the problems, right? Like Twitch and YouTube are always going to have a different style of communication. One of the things that we do in the YouTube gaming community in subreddit is try and like not be everything PR approved and corporate approved and everything else like that, to work around the limitations that, you know, building software for a big company has. But it doesn't mean that those limitations aren't there. We can't just do whatever we want. We work within a set of guidelines and try and, you know, keep users happy as much as we can. And it's never going to be enough, it's never going to be perfect, but we do what we can. And I think overall, you know, the reason that the YouTube gaming community appears to be growing, you know, significantly faster, shit. Oh, god damn it. Ah! I was like too busy watching the path I was supposed to be on falling apart in front of me to realize that I was standing under fire. Don't stand in the fire, dork. You do. If you were on Reddit, you would already know about Jess's Grand Theft Auto Vice City giveaway, where you can get up to $100 in your own pocket just for playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City, streaming Grand Theft Auto Vice City for 2 hours. Alright, so we'll destroy this. Get out of here. Alright, destroy this. Oh god, don't kill me. Alright, I made it. Yeah, I mean, overall, I try and tweet the important things. No, Twitch's like whole like, oh, we're gonna announce every single thing we do as like a new blog post that is, you know, the end all be all of the world. Like, look how great we are. I get it. Alright. Get out of here. Oh god! Damn it. CPG roasted. I like that. So it's like all of my communication now just going to take place. So the problem with Chris GC8 is that folks like you who are patrons have not yet become sponsors. So if you migrate your Patreon account over to a sponsor account, then I can have more people working towards helping with emojis. So that would be my recommendation, is if you are a patron of mine on Patreon, definitely feel free to change that Patreon commitment over to a sponsorship commitment. I will love you forever. Yeah, no, absolutely. I would rather people, like, I feel like I don't use Patreon in a way, like, my entire intent behind Patreon was to understand how sponsorships would work for me. I will still be sharing updates in my Discord. I will still be, like, trying to post video, like, my mini VODs and everything else like that, like I always have been for Patreon supporters. But my intent is to do that in a way that, like, sponsors get access to it. I expect that over time, the Patreon will just kind of fall by the wayside, and I will have this instead. It will, yes. But it like I'm trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out a way to get past it. That was the trick I was having. All right. Oh god. Oh god. Oh yeah, that's right. I have so many new toys this week. I've got a new Mevo, which is a live stream camera. We'll do an unboxing on later. I got a green screen. I bought like this huge $150 green screen and light setup that I'm going to set up at my office and make myself a little like YouTube space in my office. But yeah, my green screen is here. It's all wrapped up at the moment, so it doesn't look very green. Nope. The green screen I got for home was the Elgato is expensive. The green screen I got for home is just a fold-up one. And then the one I got for the office is oh Jesus, like it's not instant. The $150 one is a Limo Studio one, but it didn't just include the green screen, it also included the light setup, and it's bigger. I wanted something I could stand in front of, and the Elgato green screen is not big enough to stand in front of. So I wanted something that was going to work with that, and then it also came with like a softbox, and all of these other and lighting stands and everything else like that. It's basically the same lighting kit that I bought for Lalo, plus a set of green, blue, and white backdrops. So Jose, I did ask Phil for a free green screen. I said like, hey, I'm gonna be doing a video on green screens. I don't know if it's gonna get a lot of viewership, but I'm just throwing it out there. Like, here's the two I bought so far. If you want me to toss in like an Elgato green screen as well, I'd be happy to do that. Like, feel free, just let me know what you want, you know, or anything we can do to work that out. And he never responded, so. So I guess the offer was not sufficiently compelling, which honestly it wouldn't be for me either. Like, if you look at my channel, I don't get a lot of viewership, especially on VOD content, right? Like, is it worth it to send me a $150 green screen for 50 views? I would say no. I would say that in general per view, you should be thinking about, you know, like 2 cents per view, right? And so if that's the case, then like that's not really a good fit for purpose match. Fuck! So I can't climb either of these walls. There we go. I like these puzzles. They're fun. It's like not too hard, but you still have to think about it. Yeah, so the one that I have here is, this one's actually bigger. So it folds up, but it's pretty big. So if I open this up, I don't have a good lighting setup here. But yeah, so it folds down to a circle like this. And then like when you unpop it, ah! Ah! I'm being attacked by my green screen. I mean, it's like everything that they do, Matus, is like, yes, you can get something cheaper, but have it like it has enough niceties that for users who want to, for users that want to do something with it, that you've got it there. So, yes. So my green screen, I don't have good lights here, so this isn't gonna work well. But we'll look a little bit, right? So if I take my video capture device, what do I have to right click, filters, add filter, chroma key, okay, make it blue, and then turn the similarity down. Yeah, that's too noisy because I don't have good lights in here at the moment, but yeah, the problem that I have, I guess my hat isn't sufficiently blue to actually match the blue when it's kind of in this bad state. But if I pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, dance, dance. Oh right, you can't see the propeller. The propeller disappears. That's the first thing that goes. So yes, I could do this. And you would be able to see the chat behind me. That's actually, like, at that size, it doesn't look too bad. I have to sit with my chair over here. Yeah, so I don't have a flat wall, right? I've got my tilted ceiling. I've got like no space anywhere. So for me, like this is fine. But my plan is, I like that my chair is like disappearing because it's like this is just black enough to be blue. Yeah, no, I would have to go put myself. Oop, that's my VLC self. There we go. I have to do that. And I'm not good. Or I could go in like this corner and then just make chat go away. So yeah, I mean, like, I'm certainly if you look at this full screen, you can see that like it's not a really great like match because like I've got shadow here, and so the right fix to that is that I pull out the lamp and kind of improve that a little bit, and get more of a blue color. That got worse, did it? Well, the light's still warming up, so I think it got worse. It got worse right behind this area because of the shadow. But yeah, I don't know. Let my CFL warm up. Like now, I think it's not too bad. I mean, I think it's still there when I'm tiny. I don't think it's any different. It's just harder to notice because it's much smaller. And yes, my eyes are disappearing because I'm on the blue side. I would have to flip over and be on the other side. So yeah, this is where I think... See, now there's not a whole lot of bleed. And that's because the CFL is warm enough that it's doing something. Do I have blue eyes? No, it's my eyes are reflecting the blue light from the monitors. Like, I'm close enough to my monitors that I get blue light. But yes, my hat runs afoul of the screen. This is the reason why green screens don't work for me, is that I wear a hat which has all the colors. I've got green, I've got red, I've got blue. Like, those are the 3 common green screen colors. So no matter what color screen I get, like, I need a purple screen, and there is no such thing as a purple screen. Like, that's not a thing that people have. You can also sort of see through my chair, but that's not the end of the world. So yeah, like, my propeller disappears. So, like, spinning the hat, you can't see the propeller. And so, like, really I should flip it over and do green instead. So then when I do green, my eyes don't disappear as much, right? So when I do this, now I'm ghostly, right? This is not good, which is what I'd expect, because it's currently trying to do blue screen on a green screen. I'm surprised that that doesn't work at all. Like, why? Really? I would expect that, like, setting a green chroma key, it would match at least some of that. I'm gonna remove this and try again. Add chroma key. Okay. Great. Yeah, now it works better. I don't know why that wasn't working well. And then bump up the similarity. But yeah, now my whole hat is kind of, like, weird, and you can see through it. I don't know why the yellow is disappearing in my green screen. That doesn't make any sense, but... I mean, it doesn't run afoul of just any green, but it is close enough to my hat that it's a problem. Why that's so bad. Also, the kit cord on this, right? Oh, so now I'm getting spotting a little bit. Yeah, so that's decent, but then my bill is gone. And it looks really weird to have my, like, the middle of my forehead missing. Anyway, hello, Org Chaos. We're showing how I can't use a green screen because of my silly hat. If I take the hat off, it's fine, right? Like, now, I got a green screen. I can just sit in the corner and just be, like, a dude, and it's pretty cool. But then you'll see how bald I am, and we can't allow that to happen. Oh no, I missed that guy. I meant to hit him. There we go. I can't stream without the hat. I mean, I think I can. I have streamed without the hat. Whenever I get very drunk, I pretty much, like, the hat is one of the things that I lose. Yeah, my hat is every common color of green screen. I'm still getting, spotting here. It's better. Oh no! Oh, okay. Get out of here. I don't like you. Green bikini. Yep. Take care, RTK. Have a great night. Boom shakalaka. Oh god, don't fall. Yeah, so that was one of the things that I thought was cute about what's her name? Zoe Berger. Zoe Berger, when she did live streams, she would live stream with a green bikini and a chroma key setup. So she'd be in front of her green screen and wearing a green bikini, and so you would see, like, you know, a weird like, oh look, you're, like, kind of naked and I can see the game behind you. It's a very weird look, and but it fit her well, obviously, because that was kind of her whole shtick. But yeah. Take care, Chris GC8. Have a great night. Thanks very much for stopping by. Break time is over. Are you in the right place? Ready to continue the dig? Yeah, you can also see now I've got, like, this isn't good enough. I gotta fix this. Hold on. Filters, chroma key. And I bump this up now because I don't have any hat. See, like, that's fine because now I've taken off the hat, and so I've got nothing to worry about here. And this actually works pretty well, right? Like, I'm sitting in, there's a corner here that probably sticks out. Oh, no, it's good. So, like, I can actually do, you know, a me-size green screen. It looks pretty good. I don't have too much noise, but I can't do it with the hat on. This is decent. I mean, there's a little bit around the headphones, but overall, I think that's pretty good. I'm here with a business proposal. The Enchantress has need of excavators and wishes to employ the best. Well, you found the best. The best at digging. My claws are sharp. My technique is flawless. Excellent. Then you'll only need... But I'm absolutely not looking for new work. And break time is over. Uh-oh. I remember this guy being really hard in Shovel Knight, so... I don't know if that's still going to be the truth. Well, that did not go super well for me. Oh god. Ow. Okay. How do I this thing? Okay. Haha! I won. I don't know if she's streaming right now. The question was, that doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, so what I have, the reason that I didn't buy the Elgato, though, for my office space was because I wanted something to do standing up things, because my goal is to be the new Carlos Maza. We're almost there, I can feel it. Indeed, and a long journey it's been. Onward! Reap your rewards. So this is the past, because I'm still, like, human. How's it going, Hitman Top? Good to see you. Okay. I can scatter spikes now, apparently. I think Brad was talking about Sophie is back, Brad, or Jose. I'm confused. Confused by everything. Oh god! Damn it! Okay. Okay. I'm confused. Don't worry about me. Highbrow content. That is pretty much how I've always thought of Sophie. Or of Zoe. Sophie. God damn it. Rain, I hate you. Alright, let's go, Luan. Fuck. God damn it, I did the same thing again. Hello, Psycho Mike. I'm doing just fine. Experimenting with a green screen. Yeah, so Hitman Top, we were just talking about the fact that with a green screen, my hat does not work. It does not matter if the green screen is blue, green, or red. In all cases, it is not functional. So, in the process of demonstrating that I can actually do a decent green screen in the room that I'm in with the right, with a lamp and everything else like that, I did it 3 times in a row. No problem, Barbara. So yeah, but I will not. Good luck, Barb. Have fun. Well, one is green and one is blue. No real trick to it, but if you look at the thing behind me, like, I've got a green screen, so if I turn this off, you can see it's green. On the other side of it, it's blue. You're gonna be banned by me. I mean, it just depends on what you need for a scene, right? If someone needs to wear green clothing, or if you've got a scene that is dark, you might use, I don't know. My bed sheets are white, but I don't think that I don't think it would work well. Been lovely to have you, Barbara. I hope you have an excellent evening with copious amounts of alcohol. And not everything is terrible. Everything is hard, but not everything is terrible. We love you. YTG hearts to you. CPG spin the hat for you. Hold on, I've got to turn off the green screen for a second so we can spin the hat. Ugh! Oh, I guess I can spin the hat either way. Well, no, I can't. Alright, I need to click on this. Go to filters and turn off the green screen, and then we can spin the hat. Woo! Hat spin for Barb. Why does the yellow get blocked out? Like, how is green close to yellow? That doesn't make any sense. Stupid. Okay. No, how did I? Oh, god damn it. Kirk Randolph. I actually considered buying a morph suit, but I don't know what, like, if I was doing that, like, you just wouldn't be able to see me, like, and I just don't know how exactly I would use that. It's not that I'm against the idea. I just thought about it for a second. I'm like, but what am I gonna do? Because I don't have any need for that. Like, I could, like if I had like a, I guess I could like put a Nixon face on and have a floating Nixon face or something, but none of you people make sense. That's all I'm saying. I have no idea what you're talking about. Colors here. But like, putting my floating head on it with like a morph suit wouldn't work. Donovan, as a father, I'm worried about him. Do you think that the amulet will truly protect him from all harm? Your boy has much to learn about the world, certainly, but if this trinket is as powerful as they say, I can only hope the legends hold true. Don't worry, we won't be leaving empty-handed. Come now, let's rest, and tomorrow we'll find out for ourselves. Alright, so what do you do for me? Buy my wisp chest. I should theoretically find those things instead of just buying my way into them, because then I could buy more other things, but... This is like a... oh. This is like all of the various knights I'm collecting come here. Yeah, that was my thought. Like, just do a face tracker. Okay. Not a crazy idea then. Alright. What should we do next? Propeller Knight? No, Treasure Knight. Let's do Treasure Knight. What is this? The Mankini. Yeah, I'm not gonna be wearing that on stream. Nope. Not gonna happen. Done. I don't even know if their sizes. No, one size. Okay. I didn't just show it on stream, man. I bought it. That's what your sponsorships are going to this month. Mankinis. Oh, okay. I was like, what am I supposed to do here? But I was supposed to knock this thing out here. I don't think it says money goes to improve the stream. It says money goes to do whatever I want. Oh, okay. So I got that, but that's not what I need. I need to do this and go this way. Oh, crap. There we go. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through the white and drifted snow. Over the river and through the woods, now grandmother's house I spy. Hurrah for the fun as the pudding done, hurrah for the pumpkin pie. Ah! Ding! Okay, where am I supposed to go? I'm confused. Did I like miss a thing? No, I did! Yes! I absolutely bought it. Look! It says right here, your order has been placed. Snippy Men's Borat Mankini. It'll be delivered sometime in October. Apparently it is not a Prime eligible item. Wait, this isn't an exit, right? Oh, it is. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, I had the same thought when I saw that, but just like, what is up with that? But whatever. You tell me to buy a stupid $9 item, I will buy a stupid $9 item. Yeah, we deorbited Cassini, right? I think someone said about Cassini that we watched it launch on the news, we watched it reach Saturn on our PCs, and we watched it, you know, the end of it on our phones. It's an interesting kind of piece of space history. It will arrive in time for Halloween, which I will do nothing with, because there's no chance I will ever wear this thing. You don't watch things on your phone, Brad? I watch you on my phone all the time. But you're in China, you can't watch things on your phone. Oh no, stingrays are trying to get me. Oh god. Just will wear it for Halloween? Yeah, I don't think that's happening. No, because your computer has a VPN on it and your phone doesn't. Or it's more difficult and annoying, at least. The notch on the iPhone X is stupid. I mean, I get, like, honestly, this is a little bit like what I said about the, like, the redness in the YouTube logo on the website. Because I basically said, like, it will be 3 days before the red no longer bothers me. And sure enough, 3 days later, I no longer notice the red. So. I don't care about the. Oh, the other thing I bought is I bought a microcontroller and breadboard and kit so that I can make myself a YouTube subscriber counter using 7-digit displays and a Node MCU microcontroller. Oh, damn it. I didn't think that was going to be a pit. I don't know what I did. Twitch bits are just like YouTube Super Chat, right? So I like Super Chat. It's pretty cool. I don't know of a way that bits are really that different. So like, I hate the fact that you can't tell whether something is going to be a pit or not. Like, that's a crappy problem to have. Yeah, I mean, so I think that the fact that you can earn bits through ads is like okay, but I feel like that's kind of like a, I don't know. It's kind of like when I can do things in video games by watching ads. I don't really like that. I mean, it's out of like, it's all about visibility, right? Like, bits make it more clear what you're buying and also give you a larger volume discount. Like, there's no volume discount on YouTube at all. And I feel like that's a thing that I think that we could do better. Like, if you're gonna give a $500 donation, like if you're giving a $2 donation, like YouTube is gonna spend a large chunk of that money on costs and everything else like that. But if you're gonna give me like a $500, not donation, if you're making a $2 purchase, you know, like a lot of that is gonna go to overhead. But like when I did the math on fan funding, which is supposedly like cost neutral or whatever, like the total rate or like amount that YouTube was paying for transaction fees was 17%. So I know you can't just make everything be like, you know, 10% or something like that, but you can do better than you can do better than charging $150 on a $500 purchase. Like that's a little bit silly. But yeah. Oh, whoop, whoop. I think that's still like that's my only feeling is that especially at the very, very high end, I think that YouTube's like super chat cut is a little bit high. Because they want to attack me. Uh-oh. Oh, am I supposed to attack you? I'm confused. Oh, now I can hurt you. Okay. I did not notice the treasure chest opened. I was like, what is different now than it used to be? I don't know what the fishes do for me, but okay. I mean, that's just a mini boss. That's not a real boss. Oops. Fuck! It's a scythe, yep. is a scythe. Alright. Boom shakalaka. Damn it. Oh, I was like, why is that platform there? And now it suddenly makes sense. Alright, there we go. This is a fun game. I love Shovel Knight. This is my ideal platformer. It's got fun music, it's got different kinds of levels, like none of the puzzles are insanely difficult, the continue points are good, it's got a fun story, there's progression and you get stronger as you play through. Pretty much everything about this game is ideal. I mean, Brad, because I always have that screen available. I have it if I'm lying in bed. I have it if I am walking to work. I have it if I am, like, on the subway. I have it if I am, like, doing everything. I don't, like, use my... Oops. Like, I don't watch stuff on phones if I'm, like, sitting in front of my computer, but I do in almost every other case. I mean, I've been reading while walking since I was like 12, so not paying sufficient attention to where I'm going is a well-practiced ritual. I think I'm better at it than the average person who's started it since the advent of the smartphone. I mean, I used to carry like giant, you know, sci-fi like short story anthologies in front of my face as I was walking, and so I am well accustomed to like looking where I'm going without looking where I'm going. Something that I think many people who are new to this idea are not. God damn it, I was on the frickin' thing! I do read a goddamn book. But if I want to watch a video, I can do that too. And the other thing is that, like, most of my, like, video watching, quote-unquote, on YouTube is not really about the video. Most of my video watching is about, like, is about listening to what someone has to tell me. So, like, when I'm looking at Let Me Know, or if I'm looking at, like, Ahoy's recent video on Polybius, or if I'm looking, like, all of these things, like, it's not about the video content most of the time, or even like live streams or whatever. Like, to me, a lot of video watching, quote unquote, is really just listening to a podcast that has some visuals that I can look at or whatever else like that. So, yep. Well, that was always the, like, the joke, is that people would like see me like reading a book as I was walking to work, and they're like, how do you, like, not run into things? And I'm like, I've just been doing this forever. Like, I don't necessarily notice, like, when people wave to me in a car or whatever, but I know how to walk. It was a drag? Why was it a drag? Was it not as good as you were expecting? I mean, there's also the fact, Masseuse, that most of my sidewalking is in areas where there's not other people, and so, like, when I walk through Cambridgeport, it's not like a crowd, so. Why are these, like, things in bubbles? Shouldn't be in bubbles. Fuck! Yes, that's the one, Polybius. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I don't think my approach doesn't work when I'm in New York City. Like, that's not a thing that would happen. But Cambridgeport is pretty dull, And even like the parts of Cambridge that I'm in that are not Cambridge Port are not that bad for crowds. Good lord. Oh god. Okay. All right. Treasure Knight, sigh. I just brought my ship to the surface and already I find a beggar on board. I'm not here for a handout. Instead, I bring a proposition. Unrestricted salvage rights and a place as the Enchantress's financier. Oh, I'll gladly spend gold to make gold, but how can I take your word that my investment would be secure? Our deals go far beyond words. Behold the glimpse of the power she commands. Are you pretending that you are the power she commands? Because I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh god, I thought you were gonna go all the way to the wall, but you did not. Oh god, I'm in a treasure chest. How do I get out of this treasure chest? Aha! A Blackberry Storm. There's a Blackberry Storm still on the market. I did have to use my my life recharging widget thingy, so something. Oh, I guess I can get another thing here. Float for Alright, let's go get my curio. Oh no! Fuck! I'm an idiot. Are you saying that the Windows Phone was not an unqualified success, Mark? That feels totally accurate and not at all unfair. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I went to hit my float button and I did not realize that my darkness had not recharged. And it turns out that without darkness, you can't float. There we go. But it was a failure as a smartphone, whether it was like, you know... Yeah, it was that's right, it was an expensive failure. Yeah, where do we want to go? Let's go to... Tinker Knight. My lord, are you prepared to visit the Clockwork Tower? Yeah, let's do it. Uh-oh, stop right there. Rise is here to save the day. Rise? The one and only. Uncle said there's evil stuff going on in here, and when evil's afoot, Rise is on the rise. Childish, you don't belong in this place. Run along before you get hurt. Who dares to intrude on my tower? Hey, lady, my name's Rise. Are you here to beat these guys up? Oh, looking for an apprentice of your own, Specter Knight? He's a nobody, just a naive kid. Let him be. I'll escort him out myself. A nobody, you say? Well, we just won't do. Let's make something of him, shall we? Uh-oh. What are you doing to me? The darkness, it hurts. Stop. Arg. So potent. Now this is the kind of feeling I could get used to. Put him up, Skinny. Why don't we take my new powers for a spin? Uh-oh. Ow. Oh crap, I did not mean to use that item. Boom. Modern Retro, I got my green screen on Tuesday, but I don't want to use it because then I can't wear the hat. Because see, the hat is kind of invisible, and it's weird. That nervous acolyte is certainly unfit to guard this mirror. Take his place if you would. Of course, my master. Can I destroy him? Not too hasty, my child. He can ponder his fate in the dungeon. And you! Stop wasting time! Return to the task at hand and do not fail me again! Alright, I can go buy something now, I think. Also, I can recharge my life. Maybe I'll go fill up the other, because there's another thing up here that I don't know what he does. Alright, what are you for? Those are all 4,000. I don't have 4,000. So I think that that means I'm done here. Alright, what was I saying? Tinker Knight? We already did King Knight, didn't we? No, we didn't. The Treasure Knight. Okay, King Knight it is. Yes. Oh no! See, that was dumb. Because I couldn't tell that that wasn't a flat thing. Maybe that was obvious, but it wasn't obvious to me. Oh, crap. I wanted to get my gold back, but instead I died. Pretty much not that surprising. Oh yeah, so Aiken, earlier this week, I was talking to someone today, and I was getting ready for work, and I was like going through like all of the things I check, and so I was like, all right, I've caught up on Discord, like I've read Reddit, I've checked Twitter and Facebook, I've checked IRC, my email is good, like I think I can actually go to the office now. And he's like, what, you don't have any like, you know, Usenet you have to check? And I'm like, oh man, I wish they had an NTP to check for work still. Like that was glorious back when I could do that. I miss news groups So when I was working at Metacarta, the forum we used for all of our mailing list discussions was effectively like news groups. We didn't use mailing lists, we used news groups instead. And it was such a huge adjustment for me when I went to Google to be like, oh crap, like these aren't news groups, I don't know what to do. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to go down here. What? Oh, okay. I see the ladder up at the top. See, like in that case, it felt very much like, hey, like we're putting like things around where you're supposed to go. Look, there's like pillars that lead right there, and so I'm like, oh, okay, like, well, that was my own fault. But like, I was like, hey, that seems fair, but I guess not. But yeah, I was just thinking about that because of course I never had a phone app for news, but I miss news a lot. Okay, what does this book do? Well, and part of that comes from the fact that like NNTP and security were not really a thing when news groups were used by other humans. So that was kind of an us thing. Because I feel like even within like the tools that we used, authentication was not super great. Fair enough. All right. Oh crap. Grab me a skull. But yes, especially because like I also changed at the same time from using like Mutt for email to using Gmail for Gmail, and Gmail's understanding of what a thread is like I don't even get you. Like what is this? So like technically yes, I understand that there are threads, but they're not. But like the threads are all. It's like a flat thread. There's not, you know, sub-threads or anything else like that. So you'll have these conversations that, you know, people will have to get removed from an email thread like 17 times because people are just replying at the end of it like they do, and like the person who wanted to be off of it gets added back in because they were in it at the point where someone else replied to an email. It's terrible. I will take your gold and your food. Nice. Yeah, so there's probably one of those in every level, and I've missed a couple of them, but that one I actually got, so that's nice. Oh, it's time for the CPG Rant of the evening. Let's see. Let's see. So when I get to a stopping point here pretty soon, we will be doing the CPG Rant of the Evening. Tonight's CPG Rant of the Evening is on the algorithms that ruin and control our lives. So I'll be talking a little bit about that, and maybe, I don't know, see if we can do any better. Brad has strong opinions that algorithms are necessary evils. Well, no, necessary goods, I guess. And I don't disagree, but I don't think that that means that we have yet achieved a reasonable level of transparency and inspectability, I guess, is really a key aspect there that I feel that we're missing as a society and a culture, which is making its people's lives much more dependent on algorithms. I don't think an algorithm writing my rant would really work. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to get there before that, so we'll do this. So sit back and watch the CPG Rants of the Evening. I will be back in a jiffy. Algorithmic choices are hiding the decisions and impacts of systems built by software engineers from those software engineers. As a result, the outputs are built towards narrowly targeted success metrics and miss out on the nuance necessary in order to create a human experience. I'm the Chris who plays games, and this is your CPG Rant of the evening on the weapons of math destruction that surround us. Our dependence on algorithmic decisions produced by machine-learned models and more handcrafted algorithms in everyday life is ever growing. From the selection of Dr. David Dow for removal from a United plane, to the cost of airline tickets for people trying to exit Florida in front of Hurricane Irma, from the identification of keywords to allow as targeted advertising groups, to identification of names that aren't real by websites trying to implement a real names policy, to the recommendations algorithms we use across the web and the retargeted advertisements that follow you from place to place to place. All of these things have in common is that they are designed in a vacuum, implemented by people far from the problem, and have a widespread impact on your life. Almost universally, software algorithms are built in a pretty similar way. Someone sees a problem. They determine the problem is too large to solve by hand, or that solving it by hand would be too difficult or risky. For example, selecting a passenger to remove from a plane could be done by eeny, meeny, miny, mo, but it would fail to meet the constraints of the business that were set on the problem, for example, maximizing profit and reducing risk to employer, people who are in Gold Card Club or whatever. They take a large pile of data with annotations, they attempt to maximize the output of the software on that pile of annotations, and they treat the result as truth and feed it into complex systems. This approach has several key problems. The humans doing the development of these algorithms are almost always very far from the problem. This long supply chain between where the solutions are developed and where people are actually affected by them is a huge aspect of why they can have the problems that they do, and why for years they can have these problems and no one can notice. A software engineer writing United seat selection algorithm is unlikely to ever be kicked off of a plane because of it. In fact, he may not even work for the airline at all, but be a third-party contractor based in who knows where. Second, the presentation of these algorithmic choices often acted on without human intervention or voices in the loop. And when Facebook or Google in the past determined that someone didn't have a real name, it was not the case that they forwarded the decision onto a staffer who then confirmed or denied that choice. Instead, they just told you your name isn't real and forced you to jump through hoops, or didn't allow you to use your account at all until you demonstrated that it was real. Or maybe never. And when algorithmic choices are presented to humans, they are often presented in a way that treats them as absolute truth and do not involve agency. So for example, when approving a set of ads against a category list determined algorithmically on Facebook, ad targeting reviewers were not taught, presumably, look at this ad to see if it makes sense. Instead, they were given a checklist, a cookbook, a list of things and steps they were supposed to take that explicitly outlined their actions that they were supposed to take, the things that they have not yet trained computers to do. Those faults in their algorithmic choices then do lead back to many of the problems and cause harm, because there's no loop back to the engineers to say, hey, this isn't working. Now, in many cases, if you get a bad recommendation on Netflix, or if something is if you see the same crappy video recommendation on your YouTube homepage, or if the Punch the Monkey ad is following you around the internet this week, none of these things are crucial. None of these things are life-threatening. In general, these things do not destroy lives. But there are plenty of algorithmic choices which can destroy lives. Just recently, a set of researchers published how trivial it is to convince a machine-learned algorithm that does stop sign detection that the stop sign is actually a speed limit sign with a small set of black and white additions. When you are faced with attackers, it is straightforward to impact these systems in ways that can affect life. Now, self-driving cars are perhaps a little bit down the road, down the road, but it is the case that we are already seeing the effects of these things on people's lives in hiring decisions, in firing decisions, and other things like that. When we look at the output of algorithms written and generated for No Child Left Behind, and the attempt to use massive amounts of user and student data in order to evaluate teachers and spit out numbers that evaluate them on their performance, and see how those numbers spit them out and then do something, act on those numbers, we run the risk of entrenching the biases inherent in our societal systems and in our lives into algorithmic choices that then feed the next generation. Of course, if you write an algorithm that selects people who are more risky for buying homes, you're going to select against the people who are systematically oppressed by existing systems of monetization and revenue and everything else in the world. The people who are the poorest are going to be systematically disenfranchised in that way. Disenfranchised is about voting, but whatever. But once you cook it into an algorithm, there's this perception that, well, no, we didn't do anything unreasonable, so it's fair. We're feeding the actual data that exists in the real world, and therefore we can expect that it's a more fair system, but it's not. You're baking the perceptions and biases that exist in society and in your life and in the views of the software developers who are largely white middle-class males, middle to upper-class males, into a system and have no idea of the threat models that you should be preparing for because you just don't know. Machine learning is money laundering for bias. By forcing our systems to work from data that is collected from theoretically unbiased observers, we collect these observations and indications, pull them into models, and then pretend that the result is fair. But it is not fair. It is not fair. It entrenches the biases of manual annotators and software developers. It entrenches the biases of selections that we see and the rules that we have in our head as we look around the world, at the world around us and make decisions. The things that we fix and the things that we don't fix cause us to make all of these decisions differently. And it is 100% absolutely the case that we entrench our normative biases into these systems to last forevermore. Now again, when it's just a recommendation on YouTube, maybe that's okay. Maybe it's okay that, maybe there is some level of you accept that this is not the end-all be-all of algorithmic destiny, and yes, some people suffer and we should do better. As a society, and as YouTube, as an employee, we should do better. We should eliminate the biases that we see. We should work to fix them, but they're not, for the most part, going to end lives. But when you see people who are being paroled based on the decisions made by a third-party contractor's recidivism rate detector and not reviewed in any meaningful way by a human and just say, hey, it spat out a high number, you don't get parole. That's destroying lives. When you fire a teacher with 20 years of experience and 6 repeated awards over the past 10 years of their teaching tenure, what you're doing based on an algorithm, what you are doing is pushing back and ruining lives. And the people who write this code are sitting in offices on the other side of the country or the other side of the world, writing the best that they know how. No one is evil. No one is trying to do the wrong thing. No one is trying to hurt these people. But they're so far from the problem, they never hear about it because the people who are affected don't even know that the reason that they didn't get the job or keep the job or get paroled is because of the output of a system that had no chance to be reviewed. Because if there's one thing that's true about these massive data-driven, machine-learned algorithms in our lives, it's that most of the time the companies that run them aren't able or willing to share with you how they create what they have. They're not willing or able to share with you the input data and the output that it produces. They're not willing to make these things observable to external third-party observers, and so you get bias. But there's no way to measure it. There's no way to review the inputs and outputs of the decision and see if it is at all fair, because the people who own the algorithms don't want to share their secret sauce, and they're allowed to keep it that way. By city governments and state governments and federal governments, by all types of people around the world, plus the addition of all the private companies that are using data to drive your attention across the web all the time, who are making billions of dollars off of the attention of the people on the internet and not sharing a bit of the input and output data that leads into it. And so when you look at your Facebook feed and wonder, how can people micro-target these political niches? Is it happening? Are we seeing the other side of the world? What does the red feed and the blue feed look like in the political terms of a Facebook viewer in the US? What do these things look like? There's no way to know. And while it is certainly the case that you can try to approximate it, and while it is certainly the case that you can try, researchers have been trying to see what our filter bubbles look like and how they affect us, it is almost impossible to imagine a world where we can achieve that. We're living in an era of weapons of math destruction, cases where people are using piles of linear algebra to affect the lives of people. It's scary. And I don't know how the fuck we're gonna fix it. I'm the Chris who plays games has been your CPG rant of the evening. Hello, hello, welcome back. I mean, at least there's this, Jose. I mean, I don't know. I live in a jellyfish tank now. That's cool, right? No. Pah! Jellyfishes are cool! I like my jellyfishes. Okay. My Stream Deck software crashed. Stream Deck, everybody loves Stream Deck. Alright, now we're back. Yeah, but I'm not gonna, I have a $150 mic, I'm not gonna run it through that. But the problem here was OBS, I think. Do I seem slightly more in sync now? Because watching the video, I don't think it was that out of sync, which makes me think that that was an issue with the broadcast software rather than anything else. I'm fine live? Okay. I think something fell apart while the recording was going on, because the sync looked pretty good on my end. I know it varies at times, but it looked good here, so. I'm not gonna stand up and slap my butt. I started drinking vodka while we were ranting, so, you know. Can't stand up so well anymore. So I thought I'd improve the sync a little bit once I learned how to adjust OBS's sync metrics. I don't know, whatever. Whatever. It's also usually half a second out of sync, not 2 seconds out of sync. But at least that has been my observed experience. God damn it. Okay, how do I do this? I open this, I go here, I jump, I jump. There we go. Oh yeah, I can float, can't I? I wasn't thinking of that. So a lot of those extra abilities, they're great, but I don't need, the game is designed so that you can complete levels without them. And so I don't think about them. I just think about the boring way to do it. Because it seems like all of the levels are, that was not what I wanted to do. So the Specter Knight DLC is not designed in any particular order. So when you were playing as Shovel Knight, the expectation was basically like you would have the X, Y, or Z ability by the time you got to level 6, and if you didn't have it, then, you know, then that was on you. But with Specter Knight, because the order is all, like, you can choose whatever order you want to do it in, it doesn't happen. This probably wasn't helpful because I did it a bunch of times, but whatever. Oh, god damn it. Wow, I really suck. Okay. I should actually, like, pay attention to the game for a little bit. I don't know what that's doing for me, but I'm gonna pretend it's good. Boom. Alright. Nope! Whoa! Whoa! Okay, we're good. I will take all of your golds. Yeah. So yes, my algorithm rant was not great. I apologize. I mean, I don't think it was bad insofar as it was poorly done, but I don't have the answers. And at the moment, I am more negative on things than usual. I think the real problem with algorithms, though, is not the algorithms themselves, but how we use them. When you have problems that affect people's lives, you have a responsibility to do better than to, you know, just do whatever. Like to just ship it and let it be. You need to have a better education for what it means. You need to have a better education on how people should use it. You need to have a better education on how to do things. I'm not the loyal lapdog. What are you talking about? Chasing your tail around the valley must be tiring. In fact, you look like death. As our leader suspected, you dawdle and play at nobility. I've been tasked with setting you back on schedule. What should I do? Grab a shovel and start digging? Just thinking about it makes my flawless face flush. Working is for commoners, but I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. Watch. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh, crap. Wanted to use this. Uh-oh. No! Oh, seriously, you have one hit left. Hello, Orphelia. It's been a difficult, I mean, you've seen the same things that I have in YouTube's social scene, right? The advertiser-friendly stuff has been ongoing for a few weeks now, and the overall status of it is not, you know, changing very rapidly, and a lot of YouTubers are understandably upset. So it's been more difficult than usual to kind of cope with the overall social atmosphere around YouTube features, and you know, that's where I get a lot of my attention and joy, and people are worried that, you know, it's a case where, you know, LGBT content is more affected, or you know, disabled communities are more affected, or anything else like that. And there's certainly evidence that is scary in that realm. Like, there's certainly some sense that maybe we're not doing as well as we should be on some of these issues, and it worries me. It worries me because I don't want to be in a situation where creators can't trust us. I don't want to be in a situation where we're making decisions that harm creators for no reason. I want to be able to make sure that creators are kind of well defended against our foolishness, and that's hard. So I know creators are whiny babies. I know that they do a lot of things that are silly, but it worries me still. Oh wait, no, that's not where I want to go. I want to go. I did, Orfila. You're right. I was chatting. So the intra level bits are just like boring. Like, we've seen the level a bunch of times at this point. If you've been here on time, and so I wanted to go with jellyfish instead because I think the jellyfish are cute, even though Brad doesn't. But Brad doesn't like any of the cool things about my channel. He doesn't like zebras. He doesn't like anything. It's fine. Zebras, jellyfish, giraffes, they're all good. I mean, I will never get a gimmick as good as Garbage Pinata, Brad. Hey, Alex, how are you? Algorithms are destroying our grown-up lives in these modern days. People believe that if they just, you know, hand data to machines, everything will be unbiased and infallible, and that is a silly idea, but they believe it anyway. What am I supposed to do here? Oh. I didn't realize there was, like, holes here. Alright, we're good. All's well. Don't worry about it. Well, I will upload my CPG rant of the evening tomorrow, and so you can definitely check out what I said. But I mean, basically what it is that as software developers, we take inputs from a variety of sources, whether they're manually, you know, manual annotators that we've trained to some set of guidelines we write, whether they are people who are taking, you know, feedback and writing algorithms based on some, you know, single defined metric. We deploy those algorithms into systems that are oftentimes far away from our visibility, where they affect the outcome of users' experiences, whether it is, you know, everything from the ranking of YouTube recommendations to parole hearings, but we maintain this huge separation between the people writing the code and the people affected by it. We give them very little access to each other. You know, companies do very little to expose the underlying data or inputs or outputs in order for third-party analysis. And so we create this ecosystem where, you know, private companies are creating massive data sets that they learn from and using them to affect people's lives and not able to kind of tell you how or why or what they're doing and how it works. I mean, I'm as healed as I can get at the moment. I need to see my darkness meter is in the red. When my darkness meter is in the red, I cannot heal. So I need to kill more enemies so I can get more extra darkness. And then I can heal myself. Alternatively, I can just get full food. So that works too. Oh, that was stupid. Oh, sorry. I'm so used to ULL at this point that when you say something, it is always my assumption that I have not actually, like, that it's in a timely manner. But the combination of the fact that I continue to be terrible about reading chat and everything else made that not true. Yeah, that sucks. I wish that I bad advice. Hooah! There we go. So yeah, like, I mean, I am 100% behind the idea of using, you know, algorithmic decisions to, you know, help feed spam detection, right? Like, I think that that's valuable, but I think that allowing that to, for example, allowing a set of spam decisions that were created entirely by a machine to suspend a YouTube channel without a, like, is a risk. You know, YouTube has at least provided an appeal mechanism, but at times, you know, as we deployed automated algorithms for these things, our raters were not well trained on the fact that they were intended to override the algorithm, and so they would say, well, you know, they appealed, but the video was taken, or the channel was taken down for spam, and it says so right here that it was taken down for spam according to this machine, so therefore I can't restore it. And it's like, no, that's not the point. Like, when we have appeals, the point is that you have to be willing to, you know, override the machine. Oh, god damn it. Stupid of me. Yep, the war on drugs is the most moronic thing in this country. It is absolutely detrimental to our entire population and our nation as a whole. And it is pretty much the worst. It has been completely ineffective at its stated goals and has been extremely effective at maintaining the ongoing, you know, racial tension in this country, in large part. I mean, not that that's the only reason for it, but just that it has contributed a lot. Yes. Oh, god damn it. Okay, we're good. All's well. I think there was some startup. Was this you, Mark? Told me that some startup said you, like, California law said you had to have a drug use policy, and some companies set their drug use policy as only do drugs if you've brought enough to share. It didn't say it had to be a, you know, legal drug use policy. It didn't say anything else. Just had to have a drug use policy. Feels like that would have been a Cygnus thing. I mean, I feel like putting more people in jail is dumb. There you go. I know, it is. I understand that. I think that we should not make decisions based on any individual's job security and should instead ensure ensure that people can have a living wage without having to be scared of it, to reduce overall fears of these things by, you know, a combination of things like basic income and training programs for different jobs. If we are to make jail keepers less needed by reducing the number of people who are stupidly in jail, because there's really no reason to have anyone who, like, has an ounce of marijuana on them in jail, then fine. Then let's get people who work in jails today to do something else. I mean, if you don't want to do something else, that's fine. But you should have the option of doing something else. I mean, taxing the piss out of it sounds like a positive to me, Org. Like, it's not a necessity, it's a luxury good. I mean, I think taxing the piss out of it, like, if it's medical is bad, but then I think we should have more, like, it should be, you know, something that you know, insurance companies can pay for and everything else like that, because we should overall improve our treatment of marijuana in this country to not be so, like, penalized, so. Heroin and fentanyl, like, the opioid crisis is real and terrifying, and I don't know enough to make suggestions or, you know, understand what to do better there, but I hope that smart people do. I mean, you can say you don't consider marijuana a drug, but that's like a huge component of the overall, like, drug war. At least nationwide. I don't know about in Michigan. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, overprescribing definitely caused the heroin boom. There's no doubt. I mean, I will also say that, like, you know, now we think the, like, opioid problem is a problem because, you know, it affects white people. Like, it feels like heroin has been a problem for other subcultures for a long time, and of course we just kind of ignored it until, I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding, but that's kind of what I understood from it. Again, I shouldn't comment too much on the opioid epidemic. I think it is a shameful disaster, and we should do something about it, but I don't know what that something looks like because I don't know enough. I just don't. What are you, some kind of ghost? Get out of my shop. I have work to do. The Enchantress would like a word. We have an army to raise, and talented engineers are in short supply. Ha! You may be a tool, but I am not. Time to make short work of you. I'm glad that I have, like, had a long-term lasting effect on Dojo's stream by doing, like, one $5 donation as a joke. Life me up, baby. Oh, crap. I didn't donate to Dojo as a joke. I donated to Dojo because I felt like it. I understand that makes some people upset. Loves is not the right word. I've donated to a lot of people I don't even like. I don't love Dojo. No, I think Dojo's kind of a dick. There you go. I would say vaguely disgusted would fit within my definition of upset, but I understand if that's not true for you. Oh god. Shit. How do I... Maybe? Ah! Oh, wow. I saved that. I thought I was dead. Oh, god damn it. I was on the thing and I didn't realize. Oh god. Oh god damn it! No! Yes! I have watched Kirkskat's videos. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I've watched some of them. No, I mean Game Dojo is like an interesting channel to look at as a YouTube engineer, and can be enjoyable to hang out in. But I got an achievement, Harvest of Heights, apparently. But that is different from love. There are people that I love. I love Brad, I love Jose. There are streamers that I love. I love Brad, I love Jose, I love Gaming Lawyer. And that's kind of like Narcos. Brad, Jose, Gaming Lawyer, Narcos. Those are like the streamers that I really love. Everybody else is all about, you know, that's how I'm feeling that day. If I'm feeling in the mood for some retro, I'll check out Stingray Gaming or Soy Bomb. If I'm feeling like I want, you know, someone to kind of cheerfully cheer me on, I'll check out Snap Click Cat or Julie. You know, depends on how my emotions are. There we go. No, Preston. See, I'm in the invisible land, and if I put on my Noogler hat, like my head disappears, and it's weird. Like you can see through my face. Like you can see through my face. See, not very good, but now my face is hidden. Wear it backwards. I guess I could do that. Oh, right, then I got, for whatever reason, the green screen doesn't work well with the yellow. I don't know why that is, but... I don't know why, I don't think yellow is green. I have a feeling that that is not accurate. I don't know what's in this thing, but I want it. Okay, nothing. Fine. Ow! Red values and green values next to each other. There you go. Now you know. Oh god. CPG or Dada Roromeme. I said my own name because I don't know how to say hi to other people apparently. How is it going, my friend? Good to see you. Boom. Alright. Is that the amulet? It's ours, finally! Stay where you are! That amulet has powers far beyond your control. I am here to destroy it once and for all. But I seek only to protect my son. My intentions are pure. Protect him then by fleeing this place and never looking back. You want it for yourself. You can't fool me. Luan, would you do the honors? Just a moment. What if she's saying is true? Then we might be maybe a bit more cautious? You would let some pompous knight tell us what we can and can't take? Who is this busybody anyway? I am Shield Knight, and I will not let you pass. Oh yeah? Well, all you've got is a shield, and I've got something else. I assume it's not a scythe yet, because I'm not in that weird undead state, but... Okay, I guess your shield can be thrown in the air and attack me, which is somewhat unusual for a shield, but whatever. There we go. Scimitar, gotcha. I never knew you as a coward, Luan. We'll leave it once we have our prize. Stay away, you meddle with forces you do not understand. Please, Donovan, I'm begging you, leave the amulet. It's not worth it. Never! Out of my way! Oh no! And you won't be able to stop me. Oh, I was wrong. I mean, this is a white light. They're both they're both CFLs that are like standard CFLs. Did I drink a cider tonight? No, I'm drinking vodka and Sprite now, though. I have, yes. Oh, no. Nope, they're both CFLs. Oops, that was bad. What is a man? Okay. Whew. Damn it. Have at you! I mean, the light's not good. Let's just be clear. My intent for this green screen was never to use it in my office. Like, that was not... I bought this to understand how various green screens would work, not because I thought this was going to be useful for CPG streams. I have already looked at the hat and realized that it contains all the colors that I might put on a green screen, and that was enough to inform me that I did not plan to use it. Oh right, I can't use my scythe. Okay. Okay. There we go. Away we go! Okay. Now, the question is, what do I do? Do I buy a cape? Yes. Now I can skateboard. You sure you want to go to the Lich Yard? Yes. I mean, we can even add more game. I could just do this, and then, like, you're full-on game. That did not work well. But yeah, so the reason that I ditched the hat was to demonstrate the green screen. The green screen looks like this. You can see, like, clearly I could do better at lighting this evenly, right? Like, I've got a lamp over here, and if I lit it evenly, then I wouldn't have to get rid of this, like, spot by clipping this a bunch. And I assume that if I turn, like, the matching down here, like, the yellow comes back first, right? The green is still bad. At least now the yellow is here, so I would have to do this so it was not shining so directly on it, and like rotate it more like this or whatever else like that. But this is why, like, I don't have room in this room for a better light setup, which is why this was not my plan. I know the limitations of this space; they are not great, and I was not planning on doing this. So that's all. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Pull the will skill up. Yeah, I mean, like, there's lots of things that I could do, right? So this is... But it's just like, since I did not ever intend to use the green screen in this office, it's not been a high priority for me. Alright. This is not going super well. That was it. It's 11:46. Alright. So my goal at least is to get through all of the main night levels. I don't know what comes after that. But that would be my goal. Alright, so let's use my float feather. I love this guy. He's fun. I don't know. What am I missing? Oh, there we go. I was like, I'm missing something. I forgot that you can hit those plants and they pop out of the ground. That was something you learned in Shovel Knight, which I had forgotten. So very helpful. All right, let's get all this gold picked up. But yeah, no, I was saying earlier that like Shovel Knight is just the best platformer. It's like everything that I want in a platformer. It's great. Uh-oh. It's dark. It's got a great story, it's got fun graphics, it's got a good soundtrack and music. It's got, you know, gaining power as you go through the levels, so it's got a progression that's interesting but not forced, and it's cool. But yeah, so my real intention for the green screen is to use it is to set up a video recording space in the office. So in the San Bruno office, there's actually a space that's like a full 30 by 20 studio with $150,000 worth of gear and other stuff like that in it that anyone who works at YouTube can use. And I would love to have a space like that in the Cambridge office, but I'm starting out by just setting up a little mini recording studio. So I have a green screen, a couple backdrops, and then one of the other things I did is buy a couple of tools. So one, I've got a cell phone GorillaPod mount, so if you want to do something where okay, I'm just going to do I'm going to do a breadboard build at some point soon, which is I'm going to be setting up a subscriber counter using a Node MCU microcontroller, right? And so if I want to set that up, I'll have a space that I can do that in the office. I've got a desk in there that I can set up against and use that rather than try and set up here, which is a very small space. But the other thing I've got is a full standing height green screen set up with lights, softbox, and the big umbrella looking things, and I'm looking forward to using those as well to be able to have a real light setup in front of a green screen, or just a white background, so I can do kind of Carlos Maza style videos where I'm doing pre-recorded and pre-planned scripts that I can record. And so another thing that I was looking at, for example, was a teleprompter 70-30 glass, looking at and then I also bought a Mevo live stream camera. So the Mevo is a single 4K camera, but you can configure up to 7 different camera viewpoint, pre-configure up to 7 camera viewpoints in it. And when you do that, it will let you swap between them easily on your cell phone. And so, this is the Mevo, and it is $400. So it's got built-in stuff for live streaming, but it also can record to an SD card in the machine. So we will open this up. We're gonna click off of this without making noise. I'm gonna click on this and drop the green screen because I don't like the blinking. Yeah, so this is the Mevo. Hello! And it's just a single camera, and you can hook it up to your phone and tap to click. So I have not opened this. I have no idea what's in the box. I just got this in the mail today. So we can look at what this is. Pull everything out. So live streaming made simple, seamless real-time streaming. So it's designed, it felt to me like it was designed for like a cooking show. Like if you wanted to do a cooking show yourself, you wanted to have multiple camera angles, you wanted to have everything else like that, then you could do that with this on your own. So of course it's got the fancy box inside the box because that's just the way the world works now. And like there's this giant box, this big thick, like this is like 3-ounce box part here, right? And all it is a container for this. Like this is the actual camera. So it looks like I've got like a micro USB, I've got a charging thing. You can also buy like an additional battery pack that it sits on top of. And it's also got a microphone in the front. So this is the camera, charging widget thing, and then like a couple of ports on the back. I think that this bit is just like a quick release for the stand if you get it, and then there's the USB connector. So I wonder if there's anything else actually in this box. Oh, there is. Okay, so I got 3 other mini boxes inside boxes. We've got this box, which is red and has like battery in it, maybe. This is a microphone. I don't know what this is. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I think, yeah. So this is a tripod mount. So this snaps onto the bottom of that and acts as a tripod mount. So if you don't have the like power brick thing, this snaps onto the bottom and acts as a tripod mount so that you can screw it into a normal tripod screw. This has a lightning bolt on it, so I assume is some kind of power or battery or something. This looks like a power plug, so this is just like a normal USB 0.5 amp. Oh no, 2.0 amp USB power brick. And we've got a, wow, this is like a heavy duty like USB power cable. You know, I've gotten a lot of USB power cables before, and like this one feels thick. I assume that part of that is like being rated for 2 amps is like a thing, but I think also it feels almost like they overdid it. But yeah, so you've got your USB. Oh, okay. So the tripod thing like has a little unlock on it. So you turn it to here and then it's locked on and you can't pull it off anymore. It feels so thick. Yeah. So this is a very thick feeling USB power supply. Anyway, so yeah, so this is the camera. You set this up on a tripod and then like say, okay, I want to, you know, on your app, box code, on your app, you take and you outline the various areas, and it also does like face detection and movement tracking. So you say like, okay, I want this thing and this thing and this thing, and you can tap between them just on your device. So if you're doing a one-person recording of something, like if I wanted to live stream, you know, and set up all of my drones, like I could set up like 3 different spots for drones, and I could have like my Mavic, and I could have like the older Phantom 1 and Phantom 2, and then I could even pull out like my newest drone, which is tiny, and looks like this, right? So like I could have a separate area and be like, okay, this is the littlest drone, like I can and show it and everything else like that. So obviously that would be something that I would be thinking of doing. So set up myself in front of a green screen, have a white table with a bunch of stuff on it, record with the Mevo, and then afterwards take the green screen, cut it out, and put myself in front of like a workshop or something else like that. This is tiny. This is technically, it's supposed to produce 640 by 480. What it actually produces as files is 640 by 240, which you then use a utility to convert to 640 by 480. It's stupid. But the controller for it, actually like has a built-in display. And so like if I plug this thing in, you can actually see, oh, turn that down. You can actually see as I move this thing around, you can see the live video transmission. So like now I'm pointing at my 2 monitors and like as I look at the ceiling, it's different or whatever. So that's kind of cool that you've got like a live video transmission built right into the remote. It was like $50. And I can fly it inside. So that was the thought here, was just to get a small little toy drone that I could fly inside. What I found is that these tiny little toy drones are super, super hard to fly. Compared to my Mavic, like this is impossible. Like I can't make this thing stay up to save my life, which explains why a lot of people think that drones are hard to fly, because they're used to flying these things, and they are hard to fly if that's what you're flying, but it's not what I'm usually flying. So yeah, it was interesting to me to realize like the reason that everyone thinks that drones are terrible and difficult to work with is because the typical drone they've bought is a $50 piece of crap that is terrible and difficult to work with. Like real drones are so much better. Get a real drone. Anyway, we're back to the game. We're back to the game. Oh god, damn it, frog. Anyway, yeah, so I told Jess with this paycheck, I was like, I'm gonna buy a bunch of toys. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm gonna buy a bunch of toys. She's like, alright, that's fine. And so I bought the stickers, and I bought the drone, and I bought, oh god. And I bought the Mevo, and I bought the green screens, and I bought, like, all this stuff. Oh, I'm not like me. Second. Alright, now we can turn this back on. Yeah, so I don't know, Brad, why sometimes I can swim and sometimes I can't. It does seem somewhat inconsistent. You did, Gaming Lawyer. You missed the CPG rant of the evening. You missed me demoing my new drone. You missed me showing off my brand new camera. You missed me taking off the hat and using my green screen. I think you missed all those things. So I'd say even more so than usual, you missed a bit. Did not miss me playing American Truck Simulator. Brad is lying as usual. Gotcha. Oh god damn it, I walked right into a pit. Did you see my stickers? I have 250 of them. Oh, there's a skull in the corner. Snickers. I said stickers, not Snickers, but I did order some Snickers recently too. Soapy Raid, hello Mike Ryowolf. Oh god, don't die. How is it going? I did not order 250, I ordered 48 Snickers. Hello, Soapy Brecca. Hello, Ninja Master. Welcome to the stream. I'm the Chris who plays games, playing retro games every Monday and whatever I feel like every Friday at 9:15. I am a game-playing fool. Yeah, we're just talking about the things that have happened tonight. So this is my first time using a green screen on stream. Usually I wear a hat with a propeller on it, and it is very special to me, but I'm trying out the green screen just to see how I feel about it. Overall, I think I missed the hat, but the problem is that the hat is red, yellow, blue, and green, and so green screens and all of those colors don't really work together, so that's why we are where we are. We were talking earlier about my new drones. We've been talking about the difficulty of creating algorithms as software developers when we work far from the affected populations. We are absolutely in trouble in this world that we live in. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, okay. Like, I can't figure out where to go. What am I doing? There we go. Hello, Evil Raiders and Sophie Raiders and everybody. Welcome to the stream. Wow, there's so many people. I'm so confused. I am happy to see you here, and I'm happy to be here. I'm enjoying playing some Shovel Knight. This is the Torment of Shadows DLC from Shovel Knight. My first non-retro game on my stream was Shovel Knight back in January of 2015, 16. When I first played it. It is actually the reason why I stream on Monday and Friday nights, is because I started playing Shovel Knight and people were like, hey, like, this stream is supposed to be about retro, what are you doing? And so I added the non-retro night to the stream to appease those cranky folks. Of course, how cranky they actually were is in question at any given time, but I wanted to, you know, stick with my word. I wanted to have a retro night and nothing else. So here we are, still 18 months later, streaming retro on Mondays, streaming whatever we feel like on Fridays, and having a great crowd. Hello, Evil Raiders. Hello, By Rainbow Dragon. Hello, Eureka Radio Fire. Hello, King Creations and Ubel. Welcome to the stream. I'm the Chris who plays games, playing retro games and non-retro games. I'm a software developer at YouTube working on video infrastructure, meaning it is my job to know when your videos are buffering and do whatever we can about it, even if that answer is nothing. I've been working at YouTube for about 3.5 years, been working as a software developer for about 12 now. I have a 20-year-old daughter and a 16-year-old daughter. My 20-year-old daughter actually just moved into her own apartment for the very first time. I'm going to visit her new apartment tomorrow. But yeah, what do you need an excavator for, Van? Other than, like, excavators are awesome and everyone should have one, but do you have a specific goal in mind? Oh, do I want that skull? Probably not. Building a pond. Gotcha. So water, except in that one level, kills me, Brad. So I don't know why water did not used to kill me and now does, but it seems to be the case that my ability to not die in water was unique to one level. Fuck. Excuse me. Anyway, yeah, so happy Friday, everybody. I hope you are having, I hope you had a lovely week. I have been I've had a mixed week. My code that I wrote in C++ was reviewed and submitted today. It's the first significant code change I have made since May because I do so much operational shit that I never actually write code, which is pretty much how I want it, so I don't worry about it that much. I spent a lot of time today writing responses to Googlers about various questions about YouTube's limited or no ads, choices. Some people at YouTube are worried about how we're reacting or whether we're actually being thoughtful to creators when we roll these things out. Both of which are reasonable questions that I think we're, continuing to iterate on and get better at. But, people who don't work directly in YouTube or don't work on these things don't get to see kind of the changes over time. This week I bought a bunch of new toys. I bought a Mevo live stream camera, which is a camera that is a 4K camera from which you can set up a bunch of different viewpoints and control them from your phone. Bought myself a new Husband X4 micro drone for flying around the house. I bought myself a green screen, as you can see behind me, and I'm looking forward to testing out some of these things and see what I can do with them. I'm always up to looking for new technologies that live streamers might be interested in to get a good idea on, what's a good idea, what's a bad idea, what can be helpful, what can't be helpful, etc. All right, what's going on here? A surprise attack, hardly befitting the honorable warrior I had hoped to meet. Ah, the wraith yet speaks of honor, having surrendered his own to serve as an errand boy. I merely invite you to continue your trials at the behest of the Enchantress. Her power is unmatched. And she expects this empty, broken husk to intimidate me? Your power is untrue, but mine comes from within. Let me demonstrate. Let's demonstrate. Bring it on, baby. Uh-oh, where'd he go? Which way did he go? Which way did he go? So if you just came in a raid, feel free to let me know how your week has gone. Ask me questions about my week, or tell me something that you think that I should know or that you would like to know, and I will do what I can to satisfy your curiosity and mine. Oh god. God damn it. Get out of here. Boom shakalaka. Your days are numbered, wretch. I will roam free and see your kind vanquished to the last. Uh-oh. Well, shit. Yeah, I mean, overall, my week was good. I got to try out new things, right? Like, I'm a big fan of trying new things. So you might have seen my video on Twitter of me swimming with the fishes, right? So this is a thing that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I haven't been able to. And I was happy to see it can actually be something I can do in my office. And so that was kind of cool to me. I know it's kitschy and not really that exciting, but it makes me happy, which is what matters to me. Yes, I will have a look. Do more of this. No, more of this. Max Darkness. Luca Brasi, sweeps of the fishes. So yeah, I wrote code at work. I feel like I had several different people say, like, hey, I really appreciate this email you sent, which is nice. And I am playing a cool game, so, uh-oh. This is bad. I don't know who this guy is. Baz. Yeah! Am I late? Is this the night meeting? Do we get to pick our awesome powers? I want lightning! Oh, come on. Wait, did you see my righteous whip? Can I have a helmet? I'm a size, large! Out, now. But, yeah, get lost. But. I had my entrance planned and everything. It was so cool. You know, for an Order of Evil Knights, you guys are really mean. I just want to be the main event. You haven't seen the last of the Baz. Okay. We should really get some bars for the windows. Yes, I want to go to Propeller Knight. What's my favorite type of game? I love platformers. Puzzle platformers, normal platformers, platformers on the NES, platformers on modern PCs, platformers everywhere. I love platformers. So I've played like 270 games on live streams, and something like 20% of them are platformers. So definitely that is my jam and my style. My favorite games are Super Mario Bros. 3 and Mega Man 2. I am a big fan of the Sonic games. I like other things like that as well, but yeah, that's a big thing. In the modern gaming space, games like Limbo and Inside are fun. I, of course, enjoy Shovel Knight. This is probably actually my favorite like modern PC game. In the future, we'll be doing a couple different games. Next week, I will probably be starting my live stream on Friday night late, because it is Mrs. CPG's birthday. So we're gonna go out for dinner, and so I will be late getting back. There's Wisp, excellent. That's good. It means I don't have to pay for that one. Yeah, I am feeling pretty good at it. I'm feeling actually better than I expected at it. I did not expect that I would be able to work it out this well. Screw you, I don't care. I don't know how much there is to the game after the like main bosses I'm going through, so I may find out that like this is the easy part of the game and there's a harder part coming, but I'm still pretty pleased with this progress. Not that progress in particular. I do like they did the soundtrack, the tracks for this game are a little bit different. They kind of did a remix of their own soundtrack, which is kind of nice. I am not planning on taking her to Arby's. I was thinking a nice dinner instead. So yeah. Grab this. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's not the case that money is no object, but I mean, the problem is that we've gone to a lot of the restaurants that she and I would find interesting in Cambridge, so I'll have to look around and see what I can find. I don't think Arby's is nice. Nope, I do not. You are correct. I will take that elitism claim and own it. God damn it. You know, I was thinking like, oh, I've got an hour left. There's only these 2 bosses. Like, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But if I die on this one part over and over and over again, maybe it will be. Fuck. Through here. Alright, so let's hover. Alright, mini boss. Well, this is going less well than many of my mini boss fights. I mean, calling it a business dinner wouldn't do a whole lot for me. I don't know what that would achieve. I suppose I could write it off as a tax write-off, but that's only gonna save me a little bit. No, I mean, like, no, we're going out for her birthday. It's not that. Not a business dinner. That would be bad for a lot of reasons. Like, hey, can we talk about YouTube so I can write this off on my taxes? No. No, we cannot. It's my birthday. That's why we're going out. Don't do that. Fuck. Yeah, we were trying to go out. What were we trying to do last time? Oh, like, so we were just going out. Like, this wasn't fancy, but just was like just craving barbecue chicken. And so we went out, and there used to be a California Pizza Kitchen in the Galleria, the Cambridge Mall. And so we went over there, and we like the mall was like the escalators or the elevators were all under construction, and so like it was taking forever to take an elevator down from wherever, and there wasn't like any other way you could get there. There was no like the escalators were out of service, and half of the elevators were broken, and it was like terrible. And then we finally got there, and then we found out that the CPK had been closed, like, and replaced with a brew pub. And it was nice to have some, like, I mean, they had a bunch of options on beer, but I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, like, she's like, I just wanted a barbecue chicken pizza, and we've now spent, like, an hour getting here, only to find out I cannot get a barbecue chicken pizza. God damn it. That may be true in your household, Gaming Lawyer. I don't think that's especially true in my household. Did it close a long time ago? It was just like last week. We didn't know. We never go over there. Like, we never use it. It's still on Google Maps. It says closed, so it can't have been that long ago. I don't know. I say it can't be like Google Maps doesn't keep the closed listings for forever. They probably do, but I don't know. I'm just making excuses. I should have known, I guess, but I did not. Oh, by the way, if there's any streamers who are still here, Sophie or anybody else, my wife is going to be giving away $1,000 in cash to people and charity. There's information on the YouTube Gaming subreddit. It's for people who are willing to play the Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So if you're interested in making some cash, it's a competition for whoever can get the farthest in 2 hours of streaming Grand Theft Auto Vice City. So check that out on details on the YouTube Gaming subreddit. That's your thing. Hello, Proto Sam. Okay, yeah, January 2016 is not so crazy. Like, we don't go there that often. So yeah, maybe this is something I should tell Proto Sam. Were you? Well, then maybe it's ruined for. Oh god, there's spikes. Maybe it's ruined for you. But yeah, so the idea is between now and September 26th, stream 2 hours of Grand Theft Auto gameplay, and whoever gets the largest percentage complete in 2 hours of gameplay gets to win the prize. Oh yeah, I knew it was less than 5 years. I didn't know when though. Or rather, I say I knew. Like I knew it was closed, but I thought it was less than 5 years. Okay. Yeah, I mean, my expectation is that we're not going to see a ton of competition on this because I just don't have the connections to, like, advertise this to every good, you know, Grand Theft Auto speedrunner, but the goal is to try and, you know, do something fun that's also, you know, supporting charity. So she'll be giving like the person who gets the farthest in 2 hours, like $250 for charity and $100 for themselves. I'm gonna try and share it as widely as I can. Talk to some of the bigger streamers I know and see if if they're willing or interested in doing it to attract more attention. Fuck! That sucked. Anyway, yeah, happy Friday, Proto Sam. I did not intentionally jump down a hole. I misclicked my float button. Alright, where... Yay! Oh! Yay! Oh, dead. Damn it. I don't know, like, okay, actually that's not true, I do know. I was like, I don't know if this is just getting harder or what, and then I realized that I had intentionally saved Propeller Knight for later because I remembered when I did Propeller Knight in Shovel Knight that I had a lot of trouble with it. So, given that I saved the harder levels for later, I should not be surprised when they end up being harder than the easier levels. Like, that's why I saved them for later. Well, I'm glad you got your migraine to go away. I am a lucky man in this regard. I think I have never been subject to migraine pain, which I thank my lucky stars, because everyone I've seen run into that problem, it's pretty terrible seeming, and I'm glad that I don't have to deal with it. Alright, let's do better. Come on, Shovel, or Specter Knight. Yeah, I like this game. Have you played this DLC thing, Sam? I did. I mean, it's not that fancy, but I got a green screen. Yeah. So there you go. See it. I got it mostly as a form of experimentation. So my goal is to do standing up live streams, right? So not live streams, standing up pre-recorded content. That is like some of my political channel, some on like content creator stuff, more produced stuff. And one of the things that I've really enjoyed is people who have these kind of very nice backdrops and everything else like that. I've really enjoyed. God damn it! I meant to jump. Tried to jump. So I was talking about the fact that like there's not enough room anywhere in my house to kind of set up a good like backdrop and environment, and someone pointed out like you can just like get a green screen and fake it, and I was like, oh yeah, I couldn't I? And so like that raised my interest in exploring doing things with green screens where I'll just be able to kind of like fake whatever background I need for whatever scenery I want, because I don't have a space to set up a whole a set, right? Like I don't have any space in my house to set up a set, but I do have like there's empty offices at my office, and I can't like leave a set up. But if I have a green screen set up, then I can just, you know, fake whatever office I happen, or whatever set I happen to need. And so that's my idea. And in doing so, I was like, well, I've got, like, here's this kind of, like, smaller green screen that I can use in, like, desk space environments. God damn it. And then I also got, like, a bigger, you know, stands up with poles and sheet clips and everything else like that model as well. So that's the one that I intend to use at the office. This one, I was surprised happens to actually work decently in my office at home, which was not what I expected. Because I've got a very small and kind of weirdly shaped space, so like this is like leaning against a couch and everything else like that, but it was still enough to let me do my, this is the same way I did my like jellyfish video the other day. Alright, there we go. Oh no! Oh, up! I want up! Shit. But yeah, so the green screen I got for the office, I have like a full lighting setup, I think I have all the necessities, and my intent is to basically create a small space in the Boston office that will take the place of like a YouTube space. So have a small like 8x10 studio with cameras there and the green screen set up, and see if there's other people in the office who are interested in using it. And if so, maybe I can get the kind of office folks to support us actually adding such a space to one of the offices officially. Because then I could actually get funding, you know, we could buy cameras and lights and other things like that. At the moment, I'm just buying a bunch of stuff that I would be happy to keep when I leave Google, and using that as, okay, well, I'm gonna do my own thing, and if other people use it, it's fine, and that's what I'll do. So that's what all this is about. Basically, I want to figure out how to effectively build a small studio at the Google office, and these are all efforts that I'm making towards that goal. And of course, the reason that I want that is because I want to produce better videos. I want to produce videos that aren't just me sitting in front of a couch. I want to produce videos that I would think of as more professional looking, and with, you know, kind of more of the je ne sais quoi from some of the content that I enjoy watching a lot. Yay! Man, that is way too stressful. Alright, Propeller Knight. Oh ho ho! Such tattered robes! Are you here to join the galley crew then? Magnificent! On the contrary, you shall join us. An alliance of elite knights will surely complement your carefree crew. As the captain of the Enchantress's flagship, the skies will belong to your rivals no more. Rivals? Me? Never! I'll cast you overboard. Hope that your blade is better honed than your sense of style. En garde! Whoa, God. Well, how come he floats back to the top? Oh, god damn. But yeah, so this is also why I bought the Mevo live stream cam. So this camera will live stream straight to YouTube and allow you to set up to 7 different like focus points. It's a 4K camera, and then you can, you know, select various areas of your field of vision that you would like to use as focal points and change them from your smartphone app. So if you're trying to do like solo productions of like either live or recorded content with multiple camera angles that you can get from one place, but that, you know, you'd like to do effectively zooming in, this can kind of do that in a semi-professional looking way. Yeah, so there's a couple of different offices, spaces. There's 2 different offices near my desk in the office that are completely unused. They occasionally have guests in them, but nothing else. So I'm going to set up one of them with a bunch of stuff and see how it goes. Oh, another flashback-y scene. Luan, I'm... Uh-oh, it's the Enchantress. Halt! Who goes there? You've sealed your fate. Your friend has fallen and your own life is forfeit. Unless you do as I command, I shall grant you a reprieve from certain death and give you great power. I gather I don't have a choice then? Fine, I'm listening. Oh, you will gather me a grand army. The knights of this land will bow before me. You will bring them here and I will have a fearsome order. If that is your price, then so be it. Oh. Hello, Grant and Michelle. Oh. Now I am Specter Knight. I guess the amulet was pretty powerful, because the Enchantress was willing to trade me for this. Oh, do I still have it? I bind you with this enchanted locket. When 8 knights kneel before me, it will gain the power to restore life. I will do as you wish. Ha ha ha! Yes, go now, my Specter Knight, and sow fear throughout my empire. Anyway, how's it going, Grant? Welcome to the stream. Okay. Where shall you send me next? Well, to the Explodatorium. Yes. The Plague Knight was the other DLC in the Shovel Knight series. So Shovel Knight was one and Plague Knight was another. I did not enjoy what little I played of the Plague Knight DLC. It was very difficult for me to play. It's a lot of combo-based stuff, and it was hard for me to figure out how to make him do things. I like this a lot better. I want an Angry Dome, personally, but Explodatoriums would be pretty good, too. Ow! Note to self, those things produce fire. Oh, so the plague rats explode when they hit you. Okay, cool. That's cool, Grant. I like one-shot girls, she is so cool. And I will even watch her after school. Not that I go to school anymore. Really? I think I love Propeller Knights the best. I mean, they're all really good, so it's not like this is like, there's a good answer and a bad answer, but... Uh-oh. I was like, where am I supposed to go? And then I realized that there's a ladder over here. There we go. This is pretty good, though, no doubt. I think this is a solid second choice after Propeller Knight. So as you can tell, Plague Knight makes things explode. In particular, he uses, you know, potions and things like that in order to attack you. And all of his, like, you're in his giant lab of making things explode. Which is the way that he attacks things is not that he doesn't have a melee weapon, he just has bombs. So it's like you bounce, you move yourself and jump and everything else like that. I mean, you can walk, but you jump by using bombs to explode yourself into the air. I just never like dug that style. Oh, ouch. That's bad. Yeah, so the game is very much inspired by NES platformers. Some of the interesting things that they did were to use NES-compatible palettes. The music was composed on in FamiTracker, or at least I don't know if it was composed in FamiTracker, but released in FamiTracker, which is a NES sound program. So you can actually take the Shovel Knight sound and write it to an NES cartridge. Oh jeez, did not realize how close I was to dead. Which is a kind of cool feature, to be able to like take the sound and just play it on an NES is pretty neat. This is also true of Owl's Awakening, which is a game that I played a while back. They did the same thing with their soundtrack, as they actually released it as an NES cartridge. So the game can't be played on the NES, but it's heavily inspired by it, but the sound can. It's kind of cool. Alright, what am I missing here? Nothing, I just gotta be patient. Anyway, how was your day, Grant? Damn it. All right. Oh yeah, Gaming Lair, one bad thing about this week is that Mrs. CPG sliced open her hand while attempting to open a package. Thankfully not one of mine, because I would feel really terrible if she had sliced her hand open trying to open one of my packages. So I spent yesterday evening at the ER waiting for her to get stitches with her. So that kind of sucked. Nobody wants to spend an evening in the ER in any given week. Or ever. Oops. Yeah, no, she got 3 stitches. It wasn't too bad, it was just in the... Shit. I thought I was supposed to go down, and then I saw the ladder, and my hand wasn't on the controller. Ah, great. It was just in the, like, the part of the web of your hand between your thumb and your forefinger. That's where she got stitches, so. Not too bad, but not fun for anybody. But yeah, so she was using scissors trying to cut open a package and just sliced towards her rather than away, and did not work out well, as you can expect. Damn it. Yeah, I went into the CVS to pick up something for her afterwards, and like I was yawning, and the guy working by the counter was like, "Oh, you're tired?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, I just spent the last 4 hours at the ER with my wife waiting for her to get stitches." He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's like, "Yeah, you know, she cut herself opening a box." And the other guy behind the counter was like, "Oh yeah, definitely done that. That sucks." Because I mean, anyone who's worked in anything that requires opening boxes often has done that at some point, right? Like that's just a rite of passage. You've got to. So, all right. So let's go ahead and pull this out, speed that up, pick that up. There we go. So yeah, Plague Knight is here, and you'll kind of see his way of attacking. Hee, wow, someone call the embalmer. This one's past its prime. What are you even doing here? Show yourself. I've come to offer you the position of court alchemist to the Enchantress. Join us in her army of invincible knights. Take care, Grant. Oh, you don't say? Sounds important. Invisible knights? Tell me more. Ha 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 ha! Boom! You're clearly not paying attention. Perhaps my scythe will get through to you. Get him! No. Alright. Boom. That was not hard at all. I don't know why I thought it would be. Raise, where have you gone off to now? Whoa! Black Knight! Donovan, this has gone too far. Your meddling across the valley has impeded my search for long enough. You cannot stop the Enchantress, but as her 8th knight, you can roam the valley as you wish. Even find the one you seek. Never! I would sooner die than join the Enchantress. Oh ho ho! That can certainly be arranged. Shield Knight, at last I found you. Come, let's leave this place. I will bring you to safety. Shield Knight? Pledge your loyalty to me, Black Knight, as my final knight. What's happened to you? Come to your senses at once. Very well then. Specter Knight, dispose of this intruder. Donovan, this is madness. We have to find a way to reach Shield Knight. It was Shield Knight all along. She took everything. The amulet. Luan, she stole my very life away. This ends tonight. No, I must save her. I have to find her before it's too late. Specter Knight, a sight for sore eyes. I might have starved in that cell. The Enchantress is treacherous, villainous, irredeemable. Acolyte. Indeed, she has gone mad with power and must be defeated. Can you help me reach her? Yes, a path in the dungeon to her lair now lies open to us. I can operate the mirror, too, just like old times, eh? We haven't had a moment to lose. Well, we do actually have a moment to lose. The moment to lose will be spent going back here and getting an extra wisp. Like in darkness. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, so let's see if we can get through the Tower of Fate entrance level and then call it a night. We'll pick the game up on the 22nd a little bit later than usual because of Jess's birthday dinner. In the meantime, definitely check out, again, my pinned tweet or the Reddit YouTube gaming subreddit where Jess has her appeal to charity pinned. No, I'm not gonna finish this tonight. It was never my expect. I mean, the first thing in Shovel Knight was took me like 12 hours. I'm better at games these days, but not that much better. Yes, never believe in me. You tried and you failed. The lesson is never try. Yeah, I intentionally actually picked this game with the expectation that it would be 1.5 streams, because I knew that my next stream on the next Friday stream would be short. So that was my plan all along. Why? Oh, there's stairs over there. It's like, where am I going? Why is it not a thing? But Brad, because we'll end on at a reasonable hour, we could watch some videos together. I've got a playlist up if you wanna watch videos together. How about I stop running directly into fire? Oh no! Fuck! Damn it! Alright, can my hover thing take me up here? Yes. It's alright, he was trying to be nice. I think it's a California thing. Just blame Southern California gaming lawyer. Everyone there speaks a different language anyway. We're all used to it. Oh shit! Oh! Yeah, these, this final stage checkpoints are much farther between. Not in, I guess not in distance or whatever. Just in, like, how many times I die getting to them, so maybe it's just that I suck more now. But again, like, this is, even if, like, this is significantly harder, like, it's okay to have a progression that gets harder. Like, that's a good thing. Like, I kind of don't like it when platformers are just exactly the same difficulty all the way through. That's not... It's good for streaming because it's nice to have a very consistent difficulty curve, because it means that I have a better idea of when the game is going to be done. But it's bad for fun, and fun is important. Oh no! Seriously? Thought I was gonna squeeze through there. I don't even know who Ron Burgundy is. Yeah, I would marry you if you ask, gaming lawyer, so... Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Oh, man, sorry. I got a chunk of apple stuck in my throat. That was not good. Okay, so... Okay. Whew. Yeah, who can tell which water is fine? That is a failure of this game. Like, is water fine? Should I fall into pits or not fall into pits? Should I, like, is this safe or is it not safe? God knows. Because I certainly don't. Oh, crap. I used some of my will for that when I wanted to save it off for this. Fuck! Okay, let's try this again. Maybe not filling up my life right where a giant fish can eat me was a better plan. Please let there be a thing. Okay. Yay! Woo! And life. Oh, and death. Life after death. Anyway, so it's another way that Shovel Knight is inspired heavily by Mega Man, is that you fight these first kind of 8 levels, which are all well and good, but the real difficulty of the Mega Man games is Wily's Castle. You've got these, you know, complex levels that are more, like, in the same style as everything else, but more difficult. Sometimes you have mid-level bosses. You've got the boss rush with very limited life for refills and everything else like that. Like, it's hard. And this definitely, like, my recollection of Shovel Knight was the same way. It was like, you know, you finish all the, like, you know, 8 main levels, and then you've still got a really hard set of levels for, you know, continuing on from there. Fuck! Deep breath. And failed. Fuck. Fail over and over. This is the time of night when I'm not very entertaining, I guess. Just, do you want to watch me fail, or do you not want to watch me fail? Yeah, I probably should have just bailed after I finished the 8 bosses, but... Well, that worked out oddly. I thought that I was dead, and then it turned out I wasn't. And then I was again. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this. Like, yeah, it's difficult, but it's not... Doesn't feel like it should be that difficult. Okay, I've got my feather selected. Ah! Jumped off that wall again. Okay. Take it slow. That was not slow. Jumping right into a pit. Not the best way to start by taking it slow. So it's not even that I'm on the platform. It's that I do, like, when I get on the platform, I attach to the wall on the right-hand side. And so as soon as I jump, thinking I'm going to go up, I go off to the side. So that's why I'm having that problem. It's not like excusable or anything, but that is what's happening. My problem is that I should have stopped playing earlier. I'm good. I'm good. It's all good. I am really jumping off the edge. That's correct. Now, the problem is that if I don't time it, like if I jump too early or too late, there is no, like, little fire thing for me to hit when I'm in the lower right corner. I had a cupcake during the CPG rant. But I'm eating an apple now. Apples are sort of like cupcakes. They're a snack food. And we got a bunch in our farm share, so I want to use them up. Apples are just like cupcakes. Ladder's over on the left, not on the right. I do not give out raisins at Halloween. No, we buy good candy at Halloween. I don't subject other people to my snacking preferences. Also, I didn't say an apple is candy. Forgot where I was trying to go. I was like, there's nothing to hit over here on the left, which that's true, there's not. Damn it. You like those circus peanuts? Did you try? You tried them? Gross. I had them once. They were gross. Gotcha. They're not just like apples. I disagree. Damn it! That was a nice recovery. I mean, it was too little too late, but it was a nice recovery. It just was not quite enough. I mean, my fortune's not important at this point. I have no other plans for it as far as I'm aware. Fuck! What? Come on! Alright, well. I don't feel bad about that one. It's fine, Jose. It'll be fine. I know the CEO invited you to do this one, but some apps just can't be broken. Just write a bug report that says everyone's hair is pink. Alright, 3 more tries. After this. 3 more tries, 3 to go. 2 more tries. Alright, so we're still going with 3 more tries. Dying in the checkpoint room doesn't count. Two more tries. Alright. Crashing the app sounds like a bug. App shouldn't crash. Yeah, the surfing part wasn't very long, though. Turn back, Donovan. I won't let you harm her. The time for words is over. Her fate is sealed, as was mine. But the boy, he may yet have a chance. Steal thy shovel! Whoop, 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 whoop. Take care, Van Helsing! Yes! Woo! See, I got some stuff back. Terrapin! Have a good night, Van Helsing. Forgive me, but I will be stalled no longer. Alright. Whew. And that is it for Shovel Knight for tonight. So we are going to call it quits. We are going to hang out and watch some more videos, so if you want, you can follow us along to chrisplaysgames.com/watch. We will be picking this game up next Friday after I take Mrs. CPG out for dinner at a lovely restaurant that I don't know yet, and I will be, yeah, so, but yeah, if you want to hang out and watch some videos, we're going to watch things like Why Aren't Plants Black, look at baby hippos, talk about underwater cables and other things like that. Hang out, watch some videos. It's been lovely to have all of you here. If you can't hang out, that's fine. I'll see you on Monday when I will be playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City in order to participate in Mrs. CPG's giveaway challenge. So I hope you will all have a lovely evening, and I'll see you on Monday. Thank you all for the raid. Eureka, Radio Fire, Sophie Brecca, and the other person whose name I can't remember. But here is the link. Watch videos with me, and I'll see you later. But yeah, go to this link. You will see some videos. You will see some people, and we'll hang out and talk.